I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Password.
Ack, ack.
Enter, brother.
Yes, sir. Welcome in. And with that password, you now have full access to this very fine radio program for the next 3 hours.
Not 2, not 3, not 4.
Thank you, LeBron. No matter how you listen in, Fox Sports Radio, foxsportsradio.com, the iHeartRadio app, SiriusXM Channel 83, and now live.
We'll do it live
on YouTube.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Say my name.
Rob Parker.
Say his name.
Kelvin Washington.
And we are indeed the Odd Couple. Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington on this TV theme song Thursday. And
thank you for right off the bat. She didn't even waste no time. She got right to it.
back again.
Yeah, back again.
Your heart is true.
Better keep it true.
You're a pal and a confidant.
You my homie, you my homie, you my homie.
And if you threw a party,
what you gonna do, Rob?
They invited everyone you knew.
Man.
I'm a
What
little
to do?
moist
You
right now.
see
Who's
the
it from? Biggest it would be from me and a card attached.
What it say, Rob?
Thank you for being a friend. That's how you start a TV theme song Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
Here on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio, and I am moist after that. My goodness
You
gracious.
are a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
You got a tissue
I
for
do
me?
need a little. Okay. All right.
Yes.
This is how we start the TV theme song Thursday.
You'll need our phone number. Did I say
Thank
that?
you for being-
Because we are, without question, the most listener-friendly national sports talk radio show on the planet. Except at least when people are awake. So
Yeah.
sorry
I
about
don't
that,
even know where
Ben.
you are.
That's right. Where are you? I don't even
can't
see
tell
you.
you everything.
I can't give you my whole
I
spiel.
just can't give you my whole spiel. There's things you gotta ask me. I don't even know where you're sitting at.
Write it down, commit it to memory. 877-99 on Fox. For you laymen who can't put the numbers and letters together, 877-996-6369.
It's not trigonometry.
And if you hear feedback on your line, it's your own fault. It means only one thing.
You forgot to turn down the radio.
With that said, always remember.
The Odd Couple was filmed in front of a live audience.
Sweetie. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. Do you have a problem? Turn off your station.
nobody has a better open to a radio show than we have.
No, Rob G would probably say it's lengthy.
I know, Rob G. Rob G, he's always a killjoy.
Rob,
You know, Alex, that's beautiful.
I-
What you have to do
Thank
to
you.
put the show together just to get us to Monty, you know what I'm saying. Monty knows radio.
Yeah.
When nobody does radio like this anymore. You know what they do? They crack the mic and go, the Dodgers and Brewers are tied 1-1. Let's get into it.
listen, we have found a perfect medium despite what Rob G may think.
Rob G is the killjoy on the show.
Despite
I understand he's the
he
producer.
coming here looking like he think he James Dean, lose a little weight. Now he got jeans in his rolled up sleeves and his white tee. He got a pack of cigarettes.
Where's your cigarette
He got a
rolled
pack of
up?
cigarettes in his. Well, you got to relax, Rob G.
It came like that.
You got to relax.
Unbelievable. All right.
First of all,
My favorite one is boom right out of the gate, the Doug Gottlieb show.
That's the way. Just get it started. And then exactly.
I try to keep you moving.
Rob,
Yes.
caution.
And we'll say this real quick to the guy that we don't. Have we welcomed people in yet?
No, we're going to do that right now.
Okay, it is lengthy.
All right,
I take that back. Rob G, right.
Let's welcome in the Odd Couple crew. Could you be do this fine radio program without him? Rob G is our producer.
Hey, we didn't even welcome nobody else.
What? Alex is engineer.
We are. This is gonna be one of them days. I can already tell.
Monty.
Just get
It's
ready.
only 4. It's only 6 after. We're okay.
No. Get ready. I can tell
at
the ignorance.
At
I can
the
feel
anchor desk. She'll keep us updated throughout the program. Monty Bolaños looking spectacular today.
I even asked me.
Oh, wow.
What?
Where'd that come from? Oh my God.
What?
Monty, was that for me? You saw the jeans I have on today?
I am an ass man.
You supposed to hit the cock to crack up right after that.
Yeah, where's the crack cock?
Tighter pants.
Uh-oh.
Tight pants.
I will say, I'm not
the
gonna lie.
shorter shorts.
You sound very chief commander in chief right there. Play that again, Alex.
What?
Tight pants. You sound like our president.
Him? Oh God.
Listen,
Tight pants. Tighter pants.
That sounds
the
very
shorter shorts.
Rob G, doesn't it? That. I'm just saying, y'all. That maybe it's just the New Yorker in both of you.
Please. He's from my hometown, which is just so
I heard
scary.
it.
Jamaica, Queens.
I heard it.
All right, and Elijah is our social media guru.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, there you go.
How we get a teleprompter? I'll do this in the morning. This is getting crazy. Elijah got a budget I don't know about.
I want you to know, I went to read a book for kids.
Yeah.
Like, they had a book fair or whatever, and they'd bring in the local anchor people to read. And so I read a book to some, I don't know, 3rd or 4th graders or whatever. And the little girl came up to me and she said, I've seen you on the news or whatever. She said, too bad you don't read a teleprompter as well as you read a book.
Wait, she really said that?
I said it on the news, with the other anchors.
Yeah.
They all fell out because they showed
shoot.
a video of me reading the book.
Yeah,
I said,
yeah. That's
little
actually
girl
funny.
came over
That's
and said,
funny.
"Oh, you read. Too bad you don't read a teleprompter as well as you read a book." It was
funny.
really funny. All right, I'm coming from Dodger Stadium. I did the pregame.
Oh, nice.
And it's 1-1. Here we are, Game 3. Milwaukee, of course, fighting for their lives.
Yeah.
They have to win, just like Toronto did. They lost the first 2 games at home, as the Brewers did. They came to Seattle, won that game, and Milwaukee's trying to do the same thing to dig themselves out of a hole. All right, let's get started. We got a lot to get to, including Thursday night football.
Yep.
The
Senior
game,
Citizen Bowl.
yes, between Aaron Rodgers and of course
Both of them hurt right after that play.
yeah, Aaron Rodgers and I forgot the other guy,
Flacco.
Joe Flacco from.
Don't disrespect
the
Waka
Bengals.
Flocka
I'm
like
sorry.
that.
Yes, and those 2 guys. But there you have it, Rob G. People are calling the Icy Hot Bowl.
Their teammates are calling it the Icy Hot Bowl. Everybody's excited about it. I think the only person more excited than the Bengals and Steelers fans is me because I love old people doing stuff. You know
There
that.
you go. That's right.
Rob might one up you.
He might based on this next segment here.
Well, I do just want to jump in here, and I'm going to say this. And I know Kelvin's an anti-Aaron Rodgers guy.
I don't know when I became an anti-Aaron Rodgers guy.
Because you sit next to me.
Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly, because you sit next to me.
I love that I'm the anti-Aaron Rodgers
Yes,
guy.
but anyway, it's all
But what
good. I'm telling you right now that the worm has turned for Aaron Rodgers. At one time, he was public enemy number 1. People didn't like him because of the comments on
COVID.
On McAfee and
Vaccines and
the
all that.
vaccine, and when he said he got vaccinated and he wasn't vaccinated, and people. He took a turn. At one time, he was trying to be the host of Jeopardy, right? He tried out, and he did really well, and people thought, wow, this guy might be the host of Jeopardy to replace Alex Trebek, a legend in the game show world and all that stuff. But I think it's turned for Aaron Rodgers, and there's a couple examples. He's on the Steelers, playing better. The Jets, where he left, where people were trying to make it like it was his fault that things didn't work out there, he was the reason why. He left, and they're 0-6. They're even worse situation. So you look at that and go, well, what did he have to do with that? Because they're still terrible, and they've been terrible since basically 1969. When they won the Super Bowl. But the other part is Terry Bradshaw ripped him, and I thought you remember
He did.
that.
We talked about it.
Terry Bradshaw ripped Aaron Rodgers. Like, what are they waiting for this guy for? Blah, 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 all this other stuff. And he was asked about it, I think on NFL Network. Somebody was doing an interview, and they asked him, what did you make of that? He said, I don't know Terry. He goes, I respect Terry. He won 4 Super Bowls, a great quarterback, Pittsburgh Steelers, whatever. I wish Terry would get to know me or whatever. I'm open to that. I have nothing ill to say about him, blah, 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 blah. He's off of McAfee now. He's not doing that anymore. He's just playing football. He's playing, even when they talked about the icy hot bowl, he just kind of laughed about it. You know, it just seemed like, to me, he's more back to the discount double check guy back when he was the thing. And you remember that. People were doing a discount double check every time he throw a touchdown. It was fun to me. It was good. I think he's turned a corner.
The only challenge that I have to that is I don't think he's turned a corner. I think he's just in indifferent land, which is perfectly fine, where people are just indifferent. They don't, like, no one's talking about him, period. And that's okay. That's a good thing. I think sometimes when you stay a long time, everything starts to come out, right? Your opinions on this come out, whether they be political, whether it be about, medicine and vaccines, and then we got to like you for that, dislike you for that. I don't like you that. Your girlfriend, who you dated. All these things happen when you stick around 10, 15, 20 years. LeBron James, when it was just really basketball and just getting down on the court, nobody, obviously going to have a few haters. That's normal. But the more he sticks around, the more he puts out his opinion, the more he does this, the more he's passive aggressive. You call me Watch King, people get tired of him. And that's just what happens when you've been great for so long, as Aaron Rodgers has. We've been talking about him for now 20 years.
It's a long time in sports to talk about
So
somebody.
I don't think it's a negative thing. I think that's just inevitable when you've been that guy for that long, right? You name the thing in life. Could be an actor, could be a musician, an artist. In this case, world-class, all-pro, one of the greatest football players ever. He has been that guy, and I just think the more he started to get into his eclectic self and, talking about experimenting with drugs, some people are pro-drugs, some people are not. That's going to get people to talk about you. You get what I mean? And so I think he's now, because he's been quiet, the team's playing well, he's in Indifferentville, which is perfectly fine. Everybody right now is talking about what's wrong with the Ravens. Are the Chiefs back or not? Can you trust the Lions? The Chargers finally turned the corner. Like, there's so many other storylines right now. Where did the Colts come from? Baker Mayfield going to be the MVP or not? So I think he's just in kind of no man's land where nobody's really talking about him in a positive way. That's perfectly fine. And the more the team continues to win, which they have a great chance, because that division was not what all of us thought it would be going into the season. So now they have a chance to do really well. He keeps playing well, riding the running game, and the defense kind of laying low, now forcing throws. Then maybe the conversations to me can be a little bit more where you are now in 5-6 weeks. And let's say they're 9-3 and he's slowly rising up. Maybe not the MVP, but just the conversations. Then I think we'll be here. Right now, I just think people are indifferent. They're just not thinking about him in a negative or positive way. And that can be a good thing too, where you're just maintaining and doing your thing.
Yeah.
I do think Mike Tomlin has a lot to do with that. Their bromance and welcoming it in and kind of the stability of the franchise. I think that helps.
I agree to a certain extent, but there was a space there for him to go off on Terry Bradshaw. You know what I mean? Like, there was a space.
I will absolutely concede that.
And I think that was that, and also deciding that Pat McAfee, I need to get off of that. Like that. That's not. Yeah, it helped Pat McAfee land ESPN, and he got his money, and he got
that was huge for him. No, that was huge
for him.
That was huge for him. That was MJ when MJ used to come on with a mob shot.
Right, that helped his career, but that wasn't great. That wasn't great for
Aaron.
For Aaron, and I think that has changed now, where people are looking 100%. At him.
And that's very mature of him, by the way. That was very mature, because sometimes, what we do in life, we have pride, where you're like, no, I'm going to do this. I can't, so what? I don't care what people say. That's very wise of Aaron, but you know what? I'm going to get out of rest for now. You know who else has done that thus far? Micah Parsons. Remember, he was like, I'm going to get rid of some stuff. I'm going to chill. I'm going to focus on football. He's not got a million podcasts. He's not.
I don't think is he doing his podcast?
No, I haven't heard anything.
Rob G, is Micah doing his podcast or no?
To our knowledge, no, on and off a little bit, but
not like it. What
he's in a holding pattern,
which is great.
That's what I mean. So that's very. I appreciate people who don't fall on pride. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're
not
gonna
tell me what to do.
Right.
I do what I want to do, and a lot of people do that. And Aaron seems to let me turn a new leaf. Let me focus on this, and I think that's been great for him.
All right, 877-99 on Fox. 877-996-6369. And has Aaron Rodgers become likable again? If you didn't like him and he turned into something, because with the discount double check and the State Farm commercials,
he was that guy.
He was
for a good probably decade.
Come on, everybody. Rob G, you did the discount double check.
Yeah, I'm full MAGA now. Make Aaron great again.
There you go. God, I just threw up in my mouth. Do we have to do that? G, next thing you know, Alex, you have a red hat on it.
Alex, I hope you do. And low key, Chris, it wasn't that funny. Chris, you got to relax. Low key, Rob G might be telling us something. You know, I just imagine you tickling him when I hear that. Like, what else could have been happening? I see him smacking your hand. Like, stop it, stop. Like, was he tickling him, Alex?
I heard that when Chris came to the press box naming. That was him.
Sorry
about this.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 877-99 on Fox. That's right. We want to hear from you. It is The Odd Couple on a TV theme song Thursday. Rob Parker along with Kelvin Washington right here on Fox Sports Radio. Stick and stay.
Because in the great words of Rob G, if you're a MAGA fan, it's time to make Aaron Rodgers great again in the US of A.
SGA, reigning NBA MVP, did an interview with GQ magazine, all right? And he was asked about the idea.
Is this different?
Rob, let me set the table for you,
I don't know what's going on here.
Jeez Louise.
All right, go ahead.
Let me
That man told you the salad fork goes over
Yes.
here.
Just run over the middle, Rob. I'll throw you right in the chest, okay? And so SGA was asked about this idea of these guys playing late into their 30s, even into their 40s, right? And here's what SGA said. I definitely think I can. I won't, though. I won't want to miss that much of my kid's life. There's a certain point in your career where you reach your peak. And I don't fault guys for still playing. They love the game. But I just feel like you play this game ultimately to see the best version of me I can be. Once I figure that out and I start going down, then it's like, okay, what am I playing for now? Well, flash forward to today. Russell Westbrook, former Laker, former Rocket, former Thunder, former Jazz, former Nugget, former Clipper, former.
We don't have all day. My God.
Has signed a 1-year vet minimum deal to join the Sacramento Kings and finish 13th in the Western Conference. Rob, what's up with guys like Russ and others who just can't seem to hang it up?
It's just they're selfish. And they can't let it go. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, because not only are they're taking up a roster spot somebody else could probably play. They're not going to get anything from it. Russ isn't going to win a championship, which he's never won, and I get it. He just wants to be on the bus, wants to be on the team, wants to still be relevant where they're still going to talk about Russ and he made a shot or a basket or a steal and look how much he plays, what energy or whatever. And a lot of these guys can't let it go. I can't understand. And SGA, was he talking about LeBron? Like, seriously, I don't want to be playing till I'm in my 40s. I got kids and time I want to spend with my kids and all that. And I think that is a little bit of it where, LeBron, you've been around for a long time. I don't know what else there is, you know what I mean, that you're chasing. Even if you win, you're not passing Michael Jordan. I hate to break it to you, you're the fault finals failure of all time. You got more losses, than any other former MVP. It's a fact.
You and your oats.
He's the fault.
What's Tom Brady?
The loat.
The loat. Man, I'm jumping off your boat, man.
I'm just saying. And
go.
That's
Finish.
it.
I couldn't disagree more with you.
Selfish.
Don't forget the Masot, Kevin Durant.
That's right. The most sensitive of all time, the Masot. Very nice.
Well, I'm about to, whatever your oat is right now, let me figure out an oat for you. Look at me.
I'm the hoboat.
You are the hoboat. I am not buying anything you selling right now. I am not you at Ross right now. I'm not buying that deal. You love your career. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, but I'm not going to be here forever.
You already are here forever.
No, I'm not.
And you have the luxury.
I'm not.
Now, you might not be, But you have the luxury.
I'm not Bob Ryan and those guys.
So that's where I was going.
Who are 80 years old.
Those dudes.
Oh, I'm serious.
I know you are. We sit here, we point out the guys. No,
those guys are 80 years old.
I'm not saying you're old. What I'm saying is you're in a career where you've already had it for, however long, 40 years almost.
Almost 40 years.
And you could have it if you chose to, another 10, 15. We see it. We talk about the guys and gals that we see. Sports is not that. You come in at 20, 21, 2, 3, and you might get 4 or 5, or in some cases 10 years, 15.
You'll be lucky.
Right. And so this is something that they know is going to end. It has an expiration date, and they want to enjoy it as long as possible because at the end of the year, probably for us or Chris Paul and these guys, that is it for the rest of your life.
But look
they don't have the luxury of us getting to run our mouths for another 30, 40 years. If we chose to.
But look at where Chris Paul is again. Like, he's been on 15 teams. Like seriously. What possibly? I start to question. Do you want to be around your family? Do you love your wife?
I think it's the contrast, right? And I'm gonna tell you, I think it's the contrast.
It ain't the money because they don't make any money. Like the veterans minimum, they're not making money.
I think their spouses came into this, especially the guys that we're naming. You're naming a Russ. Russ has been with his wife now for years. They both were at UCLA. Chris Paul has been with her for years.
No,
before
I get it.
LeBron, we know their story. My point is, there has been a sign-on.
Roller sound ran great.
Those were the days.
It is the Odd Couple TV theme song Thursday.
That's really, every time she screams that, it's hilarious right there. The TV theme song Thursday is your boy Rob and Kelvin with you. And don't forget, you can check out our YouTube page. As always, we're broadcasting, simulcasting live right there. And you can see us again by searching YouTube and then finding Odd Couple FSR. That's Odd Couple FSR. When you're there, hit the subscribe button. Thumbs up, comment away. We love it, man. All the Odd Mob, shout out to them. Make sure you share it as well. So hop on to YouTube. We appreciate it. 877-99 on Fox. Just taking a few calls. Aaron Rodgers, has he moved the needle a little bit on you? Has he changed kind of your perspective? Maybe he hasn't. Maybe you love him still. You don't like him. Where are you with Aaron Rodgers this year with the Steelers? 877-99 on Fox. Who we got?
All right, Anderson in Queens. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Anderson?
What's up, Rob? What's going on, man?
How you?
Cal was good, man.
What's up, Queens? Where should we go? The world is so big.
What part of Queens you from?
Jamaica, Queens.
Like where?
Linden and Merrick. Where are you from?
Okay, Linden and Merrick. Okay, I used to live in Far Rockaway in Rosedale. I'm in Jersey now.
Okay, yep, got you.
Ain't that where CNN is? Capone and Noriega? Ain't that Far Rock? I'm sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
You know what? I'm gonna say this real quick. You know why they call it Far Rockaway?
Right.
And Anderson will know this. It's far.
It is.
Am I
It's
right,
out
Anderson?
there.
It's far. Yes, in Queens.
That is true.
Queens. Yes, it is.
True. But a couple things I was going to say. I think with Terry Bradshaw, why Aaron Rodgers didn't. I would definitely say it's probably the resume because of Terry Bradshaw resume why he didn't comment, and also I would definitely say the Pittsburgh, the organization with Mike Tomlin. But I don't even know if Aaron Rodgers has turned the corner like that, Rob. He's playing decent. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if he's really making that kind of noise.
Yeah.
I don't know. 10 touchdowns, 3 picks, and they're 4-1 with only 1 home win. I think that's pretty good.
I don't think he was. I didn't take he was referring to the gameplay. I thought he was saying like.
No, but he said
he's
playing. He said he's just playing okay.
Yeah, I thought he was talking about the personality part of it. Yeah. I believe Mike Tomlin plays a massive role in this. When you come into certain people's houses who have an establishment, and that's a good thing. Like, all right, this is the city, this is the organization, the franchise.
But I think he looked at Terry Bradshaw and his history there and just said, I'm not going to go down
that was a smart move because it made Terry look bad.
And Terry looked bad, exactly.
That was smart. Sometimes you being quiet makes the other person.
Andre in Massachusetts, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for taking the call. Listen, I think Aaron Rodgers is getting a tutorial and how to move differently and see the results. Listen, he was one of these guys that wanted to control the narrative, that wanted to be out front, going on a Pat McAfee show, all of the is he coming back, is he not taking place in the summer, and he kind of lived in that. But along with what the Steelers are doing, a lot based on the implosion of the AFC North, right? The Ravens, we didn't see that, okay, in Cincinnati with the injuries. But Rodgers playing, they're winning, and he's allowed to stay behind the scenes and have the benefits. Of course, dog wants to act up. But no, in terms of Aaron Rodgers, there's no acting up. And I think that's why.
Okay, Dre, with the segue, I like that.
No doubt.
Thank you, Dre. He was like dog acting up. But speaking of acting up, that was pretty good there,
that
Dre.
was good.
Yeah.
A nice ad-lib right there.
Yeah.
Drew in New Jersey, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Drew?
Hey, I mean, if you're saying off the field, I think that off the field, things have died down. Also, I think that a lot of what the media was saying is kind of disingenuous, especially if you're like, on the one hand, you'll have people say, oh, he's the worst leader in sports, and then your next segment is Lamar Jackson and the next Michael Vick, and not realize that you're pretty much, you don't see the irony in that segment, which I feel like it's kind of straight up just disingenuous. One's a dog murderer.
Oh, Drew, stop it, Drew. When people compare to Michael Vick, it's the athleticism. Ain't nobody comparing to his character with dogs, Drew. Stop it. Drew, you know better than that. All right. On the way, we got Mike Sando. He covers the NFL for The Athletic. We'll talk some NFL headlines with him. But right now, Monty Bolaños, your favorite part of YouTube, is up.
Listen, that drop that Alex hit you with at the start of the show really threw me off. That was, no, I laughed. It's from the Jason Smith show with Mike Harmon. I filled in.
Hey, you don't have to clarify. You like what you like. Hey.
I'm just telling,
listen, listen, 2025.
I was filling in for Mr. Harmon, who has that drop, so I agreed. I said I would be. Exactly, you see? So I was trying to fill in.
I'm not looking at you. It's a lot of explaining. just.
I'm not saying it's not accurate. I'm just telling you where it came from. That's all I'm saying. October baseball, guys. Right now we have a tie game at Dodger Stadium between the Dodgers and the Brewers. It is the top of the 5th inning. As you guys mentioned at the start of the show, the Brewers need this one because Dodgers lead this series 2-0. It is Game 3 of the NLCS. There's only been 3 hits on either side. Mookie Betts with an RBI double put the Dodgers on the scoreboard, and Jake Bauers with an RBI single put Milwaukee on the scoreboard. More October baseball soon between the Blue Jays and the Mariners. That's Game 4 of the ALCS. Seattle leads that series 2-1. That's going to start at 8:30 Eastern time, and you can catch all the action on FS1. But Week 7 of the NFL is going to kick off first at 8:15 Eastern time, as the Bengals are going to be hosting the Steelers, and Cincinnati is going to be without their all-pro defensive end Trey Hendrickson for tonight's game. But other news in the NFL, Cowboys wide receiver CeeDee Lamb, he plans to play Sunday against the Commanders as he returns from an injured ankle. 49ers tight end George Kittle says he's ready to return from his Week 1 hamstring strain to face the Falcons for Sunday Night Football. In NBA news, The Athletic is reporting that the Hawks and Trae Young will not come to a contract extension agreement before the start of the regular season, so he's going to play on the final year of his contract and see where it goes. Back to you guys.
Polarizing player.
Polarizing. I agree.
Talented, but just people love him, they hate him. It's interesting.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you, Monty.
Jess.
Aches and pains, well, they can sneak in during the holiday hustle and bustle, and Aleve can help you forget the pain and make you have some happy memories instead. With just one pill, Aleve provides up to 12 hours of body pain relief so you can keep it moving. Use as directed. It's the Likable Rob and Kelvin on a TV theme song Thursday. Good game going on right now, as Monty was mentioning, in this Game 3 of the NLCS. We'll continue to keep you updated. Right now, we got Mike Sando. Sando NFL on X, covers the NFL for The Athletic, and is our guest right now. Mike, what's going on?
Not too much. How are you?
Doing great. Yeah, doing good. You can just tell us where you think we were just talking about Aaron Rodgers, but just where do you make of him and the Steelers right now? He's playing pretty well. The team's playing well.
4-1 with only one home win so far. Not bad.
I'd say not bad either. The other thing is just been quiet, and some of that you're winning. But if you go through last year, there was always something going on about him on the McAfee show.
Yes. We just talked.
I don't know if you heard.
You know what, Mike? We just talked about that. No McAfee.
Yeah.
Even when Terry Bradshaw ripped him, Aaron took the high road. You know what I mean? It's just there's no noise.
Yeah. I give credit to the Steelers and Mike Tomlin. I think that Aaron Rodgers has a respect for Mike Tomlin that he doesn't have. There's a short list of people that probably can get Aaron Rodgers respect, and Aaron Rodgers can't fake respect. Would you say that?
Yeah, that's very
Those
true.
guys can go in somewhere and they
phony.
can just swallow their pride or whatever, and just act like everything is okay. Rodgers.
Did you say Russell Wilson? I couldn't hear him. What did he say?
Oh, stop.
But it's like. I think Rodgers is conforming to Pittsburgh, and that's good for them.
Let's go here, his former team, because people were saying, it was Aaron there, and Aaron Glenn said, hey, fly cross country so I could tell you in 15 seconds that we're done with you here. But Justin Fields, what do you do if you're Aaron Glenn? Seriously, you got to make a decision. Because you could just keep putting the kid out there, but there's a lot of other guys on the team, and you're 0-6, and things just don't look good. What do you do?
Well, what has to be known is, I think that Aaron Glenn had a big say in the fact that Justin Fields was going to be their quarterback because he was in the NFC North with Justin Fields. Justin Fields had a couple big games against him running the ball, had a couple 100-yard games. And they don't only sign him as their starting quarterback; they gave him $10 million fully guaranteed next season,
which is crazy.
So I don't know who else was going to give Justin Fields that kind of deal.
Nobody.
He was benched last year, so you've kind of made your bed. And I will say this: Justin Fields has not. This was a game. This was by far their worst game. Justin Fields has not been that bad every game.
No, I agree with that.
The Jets have not been either. So I think he's going to. They have Tyrod Taylor as their backup, so he's not necessarily at this stage somebody you're going to go the whole season with. I think that they've probably made their bed a little bit with Fields, and they need to ride it out a little longer, unless there's another disaster game or two like that where he's taking 9 sacks. Then you have to change it.
Hey, Mike, let me ask you this. Mike Sando, our guest here in the Odd Couple, Rob and Kelvin on the TV things on Thursday. He covers the NFL for The Athletic. I'm going to throw out a few teams here, and you tell me the ones that seem to be going through some things right now, who you say it's easy and it's fixable. So I'm start with the Bills. A couple of slides now, a couple of games they've lost. Folks are a little bit maybe down on them. The Eagles, the same thing as well. And we don't know exactly what's going on with the Packers. Where do you kind of come out on a few of those teams who have been taking a rough few weeks? Still good, but where do you make it who's easily fixable and they'll be fine?
So I think that the Bills is pretty straightforward. That I think Josh Allen's going to be able to carry them, and they're going to be good. But I do think that their defense is not going to be that great. So that I see them as a little bit of a team that's going to be there in the end. They're going to have a good record, but I'm not really convinced yet that defensively they're going to be good enough to take the next step. So they may be kind of where they've been. The Eagles still have a lot of talent. And I'm not quite seeing them as the complete ticking time bomb that some people are. I think that they will be okay. I think they'll be okay, but are they going to? They're not going to be like last year. I don't think they get it fixed like that. But I think that they'll be okay. And who was your third team? The Packers?
Yeah, the Packers or even the Rams too. I mean, they're 4-2, but they've had a couple of games where you're like, something seems a little off.
I think the Packers are 3-1-1, and I think they'll be inconsistent. I do. I don't think they're so young. They're always like the youngest team in the league, and I just don't necessarily see the game-to-game consistency from a team that young or from Jordan Love at this point either.
We saw the Bears pull out a game in Washington. I thought that was a big win. They got the key fumble, but you still have to march it down and set it up. And Caleb got one pass, and it was the third down to get them where they needed to go. What do you make of where they are? They got blown out. They got, as we say in the barbershop, blowed out by the Lions. And then they've won 3 games in a row if you're the Bears.
I think that winning 3 games in a row helps them so much because you have a coach who's new to this and kind of brash. I think Ben Johnson has said some public statements about his team that not everybody makes about criticizing the body language of players or complaining about guys who are on the injured list. He's been kind of tough in his talk, and I think that is hard to do if you're not winning. So I think that getting some of these wins helps the coach kind of help establish his program and maybe get guys to buy in, whereas I think that could be difficult if you're talking tough and you didn't get the win. So I think that's that part of it. Then I think the other part is, there was a lot of doom and gloom predictions for Caleb Williams, and he hasn't lit the world on fire, but I feel okay about it. Like I feel like I want to see some more here.
See, I'm with you.
It hasn't been a disaster or anything.
And here's the other thing. Now, Kelvin and I, we argue about this a lot.
What are we arguing about?
And he just mentioned it about when you win, you're able to get people to buy in, and it's the whole culture thing. I hear that all the time. Aaron Glenn's going to take the Lions culture and bring it to the Jets. It's hard. To me, you have to win. Once you start winning, you can get people to buy in. But it ain't just the culture, what you believe should be done and this and that. Without that, it's hard for people to buy in. Where are you on the culture thing? Because I think you have to win, and then you could develop a culture because guys buy in. It's not just you showing up and saying you have a new culture and this is what we do.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of what you're saying. I think, though, that like for Dan Campbell going into Detroit, they were 4-19-1, so a lot of coaches get fired at that point, and then we say he tried to bring the culture and never could. But they stuck with him, and he was able to get it going. Now, they did a good job in other realms, and I think that their ownership is better than it used to be. I think Sheila Ford is better, than some of the other ones that they've had. So I give them that credit. The Jets, to me, may be hard to turn for a culture guy to turn. Right. And I think when you look at these coaches, some of them do bring, a scheme that can get working quickly, right? You bring in Kyle Shanahan or whatever, and suddenly, quarterbacks who were not great quarterbacks have great numbers, right? I think it can be hard to come in and get enough time as a culture guy when, look at Aaron Glenn, he's not even the defensive play caller, right, even though he's the defensive coach. So what can he do? He's going to need the patience of that ownership to help turn it, because I don't necessarily see him making the instant difference on game day.
To me, it was like Hackett in Denver. It was obvious to me.
Hackett is sitting at home every day. You bring him up. He's minding his own business.
It was obvious to me that first few games that he was not a head coach. I'm serious, and maybe I just jumped the gun, but I gave him the nickname Can Hackett like after week 1 or 2, whatever it was. I just think sometimes we make a lot about culture, and I just think winning has to be a part of it for me to buy in. That's all.
That's where he and I disagree. And to me, you build a culture, and then the wins come. It doesn't because part of culture
doesn't happen. If that's the case, then that would happen to a lot of coaches.
Yeah, but they might not just be good coaches. My point is, you have to build it to create it, because that's how you withstand even a bad stretch of losses, because you have the culture. Mike, last one for me. I do want to stick with the Lions. There's a make a case that they're not the best team in the NFC. Who would you have?
They haven't beaten anybody.
Well, we may have our answer when they play Tampa this week.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Tampa may beat them. So, I think that's – look, you're right. They haven't beaten – look at who they've played, and I think – but it's hard to really it's easier to argue against every team in the NFC being the best than it is to argue for any one being the best. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
I'll give you that. Yeah.
I think it's easy to, but someone has to be the best.
No, I get it. I'm just saying when I look at the wins, and maybe we looked at Baltimore as a great win, but then we looked at Baltimore. They're not. Everybody was scoring 40 points against them. So that win to me doesn't look that way. They lost to Kansas City. They lost to Green Bay. And who have they beaten? They've beaten the Bears and a couple other bad teams. So I don't know. That to me,
and
you know
the
what?
other thing is that those losses are double-digit losses. Like how many double-digit losses did they have last year?
Right.
Not many.
They only had 2 losses, and they weren't double digits,
their
right?
point differential was crazy last year. Hey, Mike, we appreciate it as
Mike.
always.
Hey, thank you. It's perfect timing. I got my grill fired up. We're going to put the Northwest salmon on there tonight. What do you think about that?
Oh, wow. Very nice.
Yeah,
what are you having with that? A little salad?
Yeah.
Well, we're not having a lot with it because my wife's out of town, and I just eat like a bachelor when she doesn't.
Oh, there you go.
Salmon.
There
you know
you
what I'm
go.
saying?
Little garlic,
but she
some
left
capers.
You know what she left me with? She left me with a. We never did this, but it's beef stroganoff with filet mignon for the beef.
All I'm going to say is you guys are living high on the hog. What does the
High on the
Athletic
hog.
pay? My God, I need to get
Well,
a job
I
at the Athletic.
I justified it this way. I was like, you can't even get a teriyaki chicken at the teriyaki chicken place. You're going to spend like $25, right?
Yeah,
that's true.
So if you spend $80 on the fillets and make that into 6 meals, that's not
That's a good idea.
You're under $20 a meal. That's that ain't bad when wife's out of town. So
Hey, you're living it up. I remember. Yeah, anytime that happens, you get to kind of be a bachelor for 2-3 days. It is fun. All right, Mike. Thank you so much.
All right, I'll see you.
He ain't lying. Fast food used to be quick and inexpensive. That is not the case anymore. Fast food is expensive. All right, on the way, Shekel City play of the day, plus the Blue Jays. Rob has something to say to them. We'll tell you what that is. It's the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
It is none other than Mr. 3-3 himself, Patrick Mahomes, at plus 200 to win the NFL MVP at BetMGM. He is the favorite right now.
Here we go again. They're living in the past. They so want Patrick Mahomes to be that guy, and I get it. They're living in the past of what he used to be. And even this year, like last year, he didn't get one single first-place vote for MVP. And this year, he should not get, if we were voting right now, one single vote. Not one. First of all, the Chiefs are 3-3. The teams that he's beaten have a record of 7-12. He beat Baltimore 1-5, the Giants 2-5, and the Lions 4-2. Okay? His passer rating, he's had 4 games so far under 92, the league average. That's right? Under 92. He also beat quarterbacks like Cooper Rush, Russell Wilson. So he beat some also rans, which is fine. Here's the other part. Patrick Mahomes is not, Rob G, repeat after me, not N-O-T in the top 20 in completion. Not in the top 20.
Wow.
In completions. You know where he is in passer rating? 18th. That's below middle of the pack, which is 15th, 16th, right? He's 18th passer rating. 7th in touchdown passes with one more than Lamar, who's missed games. And he's tied with Tua, whose team can't win. Stop with wanting to fall in love with Patrick Mahomes because what he did to start his career. I'll give it to you. It was magical. It was unbelievable to watch. He's not that dude. They're 3-3. He's 20th in completion percentage, 20th, 2-0. Wow. 18th quarter passer rating? How is that MVP? No, that's not MVP when your team is 3-3. You hear me, Sagar? I'm right. I'm totally right. Patrick Mahomes deserves 0 MVP votes right here, right now at 3-3.
So you're wrong, per usual. Now, here's why you're wrong. He's not going to win it. But the idea that he is going to be the leader, to me, is not crazy because people, this is what I said to you when they beat the Baltimore Ravens. I said this offense is about to explode. And since then, it has for him. Since then, this offense has clicked. Last season, you kept bringing up how his stats were very close to Aaron Rodgers. This season right now, he has 11 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. He's on the roll right now, 15 plus 1,500 yards to be more like the Patrick Mahomes of old. You mentioned last season. I think last season is going to work in his favor this season because the last 2 seasons, actually, Patrick Mahomes' numbers weren't spectacular. Patrick Mahomes wasn't looking like what we had become accustomed to seeing. I think that is why people are going to go, that's the guy we knew. Those are the plays we're used to seeing. Look at him going down the field way more than he's gone the last couple of years. Look at him having these spectacular plays, and not to mention, I think that it's going to work in favor of him that the season won't be a 15-2 kind of. I think the season's going to be one of those. They're going to lose a couple. Then they're going to win 3-4 in a row. Then they'll lose a couple. And they're going to work their way into the postseason. And I think that's going to work in his favor because people will be able to see, oh, he had to do it a different way, right? It wasn't just easy and they were 15-2 and they just won all these games. I think it's going to be that's going to work in his favor. That they're going to feel like,
but
man.
What about the numbers I'm telling you?
Right. So remember, this is
20th and 18th. Seriously,
this isn't today. I hear you.
I'm talking
they're
about
saying projection.
No, they're talking about right now. He should be the leader.
On favorite to win it.
How? Based on these numbers?
Because they see what's coming.
No, they don't see what's coming. He hasn't beaten anybody.
He
hasn't beaten anybody.
Don't you see what's coming?
No, I don't see it because he hasn't beaten anybody.
His number one receiver is on the way. Fox Sports Radio's The Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a TV theme song Thursday. Appreciate you hanging with us. Rob Parker, MLB bro. For him, K-Dub live for myself, Odd Couple FSR. Reach out to us on social media if you can't get through any other way. Appreciate Mike Sando joining us moments ago. We'll have that up on the podcast if you missed that as well. Rob G always works on that, gets it ready after the show. Right now, it is time for Shekel City.
Welcome to Shekel City,
Uh-huh.
the home base for Rob Parker's daily picks against the spread.
I'm a little moist right now.
How you doing?
I am moist after that.
All right.
Here we go. Shekel City. I was
Scrub my
1-0 last night. I told you that the Blue Jays had to win. No, I was 1-0.
You said 1-0.
I don't know.
1-0.
It's only one game to pick.
No, but I got it right. Okay, 1-0.
All right.
And 42-37. I'm building a little 42-37.
Look at you. Oh, now you don't want to reset.
No, we're not resetting.
Now you on fire. You want to keep rolling.
Elijah, HRU.
Elijah, can you send this to me and make it like a
HRU.
golden
How you know
frame?
I said it's a HRU?
I know what you do.
How you know?
I know. I got sources.
HRU. I do it every day. I always ask Elijah how he's doing. I never just get into it and say,
Never heard of him.
Do this, do that.
What is his? The best part is what's his response though. That just shows you now. Listen, you're like, how are you? He's like, I'm actually having a horrible day. You're like, great. Can you put this up?
Now for my top three.
Can you?
No, it just goes.
Here are my picks.
Oh God. Oh God. Can I say it? Go ahead, Alice.
Go.
You do it.
Oh God.
I think Alex. I like Alex doing you better than you doing you.
Yes.
Oh,
All right,
God.
here we go. Shekel City. Let's get it done real quick. Tonight, I'm taking the Steelers -5.5, taking on the Bengals in Cincy. That's my best bet. I got the Brewers +1.5. It's 1-1 in the 6th inning right now. And I'm taking Seattle +1.5. They're the underdogs taking on the Blue Jays, and Max Scherzer on the mound for Game 4. So Mariners +1.5, Brewers +1.5, and the Steelers -5.5. Remember, I'm not telling you who to bet on.
What you telling them?
I'm telling you who I bet on. If the Brewers take another third strike, can they swing the bat? My good, what are you looking for?
Well, I think because their manager came out yesterday and was like, "Oh man, we reached and for more than ever. We swung it bad pitches
now
more than we ever done."
Down the play, down
so
the
now I think that might have been. Now they're overcompensating for that. All right, it's time now for your Tyrek Play of the Day.
His pitch. Vladdy hits it high in deep center field. Moving back Rodriguez at the warning track. Leaps at the fence. Did he get it? He did not. It's gone. Home run. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And it's 7-2 Blue Jays in the 5th.
Well, Blue Jays Radio there. That's your Tyrek Play of the Day.
That guy has
Tyrek.
a great voice right there.
Thank you. Oh, you meant him?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm
I thought you were talking about your boy.
Blue Jays.
For over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, where they. We got one right here now. Drive, ship fast, and free. Backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com. It is the way tire buying should be. Let me ask you this, since you always say this: did the Blue Jays waste all their runs?
They did.
Because you always say, you get 8, 9, 10 runs.
You might get blanked the next day. Like tonight, they might need a couple of runs.
Well, what about the opposite, Rob? What about when the Dodgers keep getting 1 and 2 runs and all that? When is the 10, 11, 12 run game coming?
They're going to break out eventually.
My goodness.
Maybe it'll be next spring training, the first game of the year.
I'm just saying. Dude,
but it's ridiculous. Like they're getting these great pitch games. Tyler Glasnow just pitched 5 2/3. They took him out after he walked the batter. But look at what you got from your 3 starters, and these games are all close.
They are.
Right? They won 2-1, 4-1, right? Was it 5-1, I should say, right? 2-1, 5-1, and it's 1-1 today. It's not like they're blowing them out.
No, and that's what's got to be frustrating. I mean, obviously, again, the pitching has done so well that you feel like you still got it, and you feel like you have the better bat, so eventually they'll come alive. But my goodness, you do want some separation. Can I breathe a little bit? Can I have a hiccup? If I have a hiccup, we might lose.
Because all it takes is that a bad play or something. You know what? A ball hits a pebble.
Scooble.
Right.
He's like, okay, I gave a couple solo home runs and I can't win.
Y'all
Y'all went into 42 extra innings.
Unbelievable.
Dude, that was the longest game. I fell asleep, took a nap, woke up, it was still on. Went, ran, and Aaron came on, it was still on. Then I passed out a few times because I was so nervous.
And then your phone went off the hook because people were like, my phone was just jumping like, oh, God.
On the phone, I happened to be on the phone with a buddy of mine. He's just like, man, what? I'm like, dude, you can't lose this now.
Right.
It's the whole theory of I'd much rather be blown out and just be like, it wasn't our time, wasn't our season, whatever, blah, blah, whatever.
This is 2 years in a row. Like, you're thinking you're going to take that next step. Then this year especially, they were at one point the best team in the American League for sure.
They just need a bat. My gosh. Apparently everybody needs a bat right now.
Yes.
Except the Blue Jays.
Well, I guess Bregman is available. He opted out of his contract with the Red Sox, and they were interested in him last year, so he might be their guy.
Maybe. Somebody got to come in. Can we get some power, please? My goodness.
We are Fox Sports!
up? It's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it. Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game. Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations. That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham! We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
I
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Joe. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding. He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable. He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong. For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape with the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win. Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special.
Yes.
Who wants some?
Bigger, bolder, better. We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
Week 7 of the NFL kicks off soon at 8:15 Eastern Time as the Bengals will be hosting the Steelers. Cincinnati will be without their all-pro defensive end Trey Hendrickson tonight, though. Other NFL news, Cowboys wide receiver CeeDee Lamb says that he's ready to play Sunday against the Commanders as he returns from an injured ankle, and 49ers tight end George Kittle says he's ready to return from his Week 1 hamstring strain to face the Falcons for Sunday Night Football. In college football, Indiana and head football coach Kurt Cignetti have agreed to terms on an 8-year contract extension. In baseball, it's Game 3 of the NLCS, where the Dodgers lead the series against the Brewers 2-0. But right now in this Game 3, Brewers and the Dodgers are tied at 1 apiece. It is the bottom of the 6th inning, and the Dodgers have a man on first and second, and Will Smith may have just scored for the Dodgers. They did. They're up 2-1 now. It is the bottom of the 6th inning. 1 out for the Dodgers. I'm Monty Bolaños.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Hour number 2.
Number 2.
On a TV theme song Thursday, and the Dodgers have just taken the lead 2-1 in the 6th inning. Was that Edman with a base hit to knock in a run? 2-1 Dodgers in the 6th, bottom of the 6th, 1 out as we update the NLCS at Dodger Stadium where I was pregame earlier today. It is the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, here on Fox Sports Radio. Ashes. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Then you already putting the Brewers out.
No,
they're done. It's a wrap.
That was a Floridian slip, I think. Aches and pains can sneak in during the holiday hustle and bustle. That's why holiday is right around the corner.
Crazy.
Thanksgiving next month. Aleve can help you forget the pain. Make happy memories instead. Just one pill is all you need, and Aleve provides up to 12 hours of body pain relief so that you can keep moving. Use as directed. Don't forget also to check out our brand new red piping hot steamrolling the competition YouTube channel. I'm just saying.
Do it!
That's right. Just search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Again, that's Odd Couple FSR. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. Don't stop there. What about some thumbs up? Do that. Comment away. Let us know how we're doing. Check us out. It's it's a new Odd Couple channel on YouTube. Watch us live right now. Just search Odd Couple FSR and subscribe. Don't forget, the college kids are coming up. We'll beat them up a little bit in about 27 minutes. This week, Mark Gunnels.
Say congratulations.
That's right. And there will be Mark Gunnels.
Sorry.
So we'll do that. Plus a little shop talk. We'll do that as well. A lot going on here, hour number 3. Rob G.
Well, Elijah called this show the Josh Allen of the network when it comes to YouTube.
Let me make sure that's a good thing.
That we just put it on our back and we carrying this team.
I like that.
Is that what we're doing?
I like that.
No, very good.
He was there. We jumped like Superman over people in the snow and MVP. I like that.
I always thought we were a second banana to the nighttime show after us, but
there we go.
I'm okay with that.
There you go.
Thank you. Thanks, Elijah.
I think you emptied the clip yesterday.
You done?
Yeah, nobody likes you anymore, Rob.
You sprayed everybody.
Nope, but that's okay. I understand that. When I walk out of here, I don't expect people to like me.
Everybody likes you.
No, I'm not that kind of guy.
Yes, you are.
I'm the kind of guy who you what? You don't like, but you respect. And you say,
hold on, wait a minute.
I respect
Elijah, is this turning into a put the camera on me moment here?
Put the camera
on me. You might not like me, but you're going to respect me. RESPEK.
Alex, Rob G. Alex, you don't believe what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
No.
Well, what do you mean?
I almost said no. Look at Alex. Yeah, Rob. Rob. I know Rob. I believe Rob.
Alex, you know what I'm saying.
I do, Rob.
Why y'all gotta do me like that? Okay, go ahead, Rob G. There was some
big numbers in the W.
Disappointing numbers or disappointing.
Big, huge, so big. I've never seen bigger numbers in the history. Look at my hands.
Look at my hands.
They're
Your
this
hands
big.
don't
The
look
best
that
I've
big,
ever
though.
seen. The best. I didn't say it.
They saying it. I didn't. Yeah. Thank you.
Wait, what is this?
That was wild.
That was wild.
That's the MAGA theme song.
I didn't know. I didn't know what was. I'm like, I'm out the loop.
But yes, ESPN released the figures for the WNBA
Fudge.
season today.
Fudge.
Numbers.
And let's just say
Fudge.
Rob Parker's eating all the crow right now.
I'm not eating crow.
Because even without Caitlin Clark,
her,
who missed most of the season,
didn't play.
ESPN reported the highest regular season and postseason numbers ever across their network for WNBA content. In fact, you'd have to go back to 1999 when they
What
were
a
on
time.
NBC network channels. To the last time they had higher postseason television ratings. Big year for the W, big postseason for the W, big L for Rob Parker.
There's no big L. I don't even buy into this spin that they're giving. But go ahead, Kelvin.
No, go ahead.
You're all hype.
Wait,
Come on.
why I got to be all hype?
Because it is hype. And the idea that you think that the WNBA is better because Caitlin Clark didn't play and the numbers are – look, we don't need her. Really? Go ahead. You remember this past year where people thought she was hurt, but they weren't sure she wasn't going to play. And then all of a sudden, those numbers were good. And then when people realized she was out, you remember how the numbers cratered and tanked 50%? Go ahead and have another season without her and see where your numbers are.
Well,
I'm not buying it.
Yeah, well, they are buying it. They're buying tickets, and they're buying, and they're going to the
Brewers
games.
just threw the ball
they
away.
did. So I thought it was a
Another
replay.
run
It was
for the-
so bad.
How many times you going to – a 2-out, you're trying to get the guy at first base and you throw the ball down the line?
Why are you so? I mean, why couldn't it have been the opposite? Like, look at the Dodgers taking advantage. Why you got to
It's just the Brewers they won 1 million games this
Bro,
year.
If that was the Red Sox against the Yankees. Oh, Heady Bates
that's
right
a
in
heady
there.
play. Sometimes you got to. And the best part about this, Rob G, we've done this every series where he gets mad at the other team. Every series, why would you throw it to third? Why would you not throw it to first? Remember the pitcher didn't throw it to first. Every series you get mad at the other team.
Because it's dumb baseball. That's what drives me crazy. It's not that I'm not rooting for anybody. I don't care who wins. But I just can't get over. It was 1-1. Your pitcher's cruising along. You walk a guy. You give up a ground ball. Look, you get out of the inning. What are you trying to pick somebody off at first? First and third, you just struck out Hernandez, right? For the second out. You don't need to do anything. What are you doing? You throw the ball down the first base line.
But there lies Robert Lee Parker.
Unbelievable.
What a man who didn't root for anybody. ... Except for. And then I have a whole list of things. Except for the Chiefs who lose, the Lions who lose, the Dodgers who lose, and Aaron Rodgers hit 7 home runs in one game. And I'm going to have a whole list. Look, man, we get back to WNBA real quick. The reason I think, look, nobody signs up for your star player to get hurt, right? If it's Steph Curry, if it's Patrick Mahomes, if it's whomever it may be, in this case, Caitlin Clark. Nobody signs up for that, especially a league that's trying to continue to grow. What I do think happened, though, beginning of the season, we had a couple conversations with her about her. She wasn't looking good. And we know what athletes say. Look, when you're playing, right? You can't, she hurt, is she not? And she was shooting the ball terribly. Her percentages were horrible. And she was out there competing. But I think what was a good thing was a reminder to people that while she may be the most popular, it doesn't always equate to the best. And I think the WNBA benefited from, we can also showcase the best players. The Asia Wilsons, Sabrina Ionescu's, the Paige Beckers. You had a little rival with her as well. And then the Fisha Collier, and you know, a handful of other, Alyssa Thompson. You have a bunch of other players who are really good, and I think that kind of got highlighted. And thankfully to Caitlin Clark, they were able to piggyback off that, like riding the momentum from last season into this season as she was playing a little bit early on, and then you get into it. So I think they're at a pivotal point right here, Rob, where I think they have to continue to start showcasing other players, right? Because you got Juju coming in after one more year of college. She'll be coming in. You got other stars. They have to keep growing the brand along with her, not simply just because of her. And I think some of this controversy, the Fisha Collier calling out the commissioner, I think all of these things are good because it starts to have conversations of how they move forward. You and I have talked about it, how they promote the game, how they highlight Caitlin Clark more. Stop trying to ostracize her. Highlight her. You be a part of that. Make that a part of the brand. Sell that Michael Jordan, Magic, and Bird that thing. You know what I mean? I'm trying to grow with her because we know if she grows, they grow. So, and I also think we have to realize the ceiling. People come on and talk, the WNBA ain't doing this. It's never going to be the NFL. Nothing in America is. It's never going to be the NBA or MLB. So I do think we have to have a realistic ceiling, and for them, it's growth and trying to get there. But we got to stop acting like if they do this right, they're going to be the NBA. They're going to be MLB. That's not the case. And there are other businesses that can be sustainable in other sports that we showcase and air and people enjoy that aren't behemoths. Like, it doesn't have to be the NFL for it to be successful. So to me, if I'm them, continue to find your stars, highlight them. And to me, they use Caitlin Clark's storyline to do just that. But they absolutely need her. She's huge. Who doesn't want their Steph Curry or their Aaron Judge, if you will?
I just think that people trying to parade numbers out, that despite her not being there, she was there most of the year, even if she didn't play. And we saw the numbers. We saw the numbers crater 50% in the TV ratings. So don't people act like, I get it, it's the postseason. If you want to parade around and say they're better because they were so minuscule before and they're more eyeballs now on the team, I get that, okay? You know, and she's a big part of what's gotten her some of the eyeballs to get there, to even have it fall off enough so that they still have decent numbers, because that's how bad they were. That's all I'm saying. You could parade around. That league needs her. She's a big reason. She's a big reason why they're where they are. And anybody who tries to act like, oh, well, people just discovered that there's so many other players or whatever. I told Rob G earlier, I didn't even know. I think I knew Vegas had a team. I didn't know, and I guess they won the championship, right?
They did.
But I didn't know that they had won they've now won 3 out of the last 4. I'm being honest. And I'm a sports guy, but I just don't follow the WNBA. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know what's going on in the WNBA. I don't know how many teams they have. I don't know any of that. I'm being honest.
I believe you.
Because I'm not going to be phony and act like, oh, yeah, this is going on. I don't know.
But I think that's okay. Similarly, you might not know all the, aside from, Serena, you might not keep up with women's tennis or even men's tennis for that matter. Like, I think
Especially
that's
not
okay.
men's tennis.
Right. Great. I get it. That's okay. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they have to have every sports fan must watch WNBA. I think you find your niche, you grow your niche. If they're smart, you start finding young people right now so that they grow into it where it's just a custom. I watch WNBA and I don't have to be watching every minute at every game, but they better start finding a younger fan base. And I do think Angel Reese doing the Victoria's Secret thing, I think I ain't mad at that. Anytime your stars get out there, can be doing some more things and having conversations, whether they be positive or negative, like that can be a good thing as well. Just having folks out there. Speaking of Angel Reese, Victoria's Secret, who's that? She's a WNBA star. Now people who don't know the game, similar to Taylor Swift. I don't watch football. It's not my thing. Taylor Swift might be at the game. Oh, I'll tune in. That's not a bad thing to have either.
877-99 on Fox. 877-996-6369. And it's real simple. Do these TV ratings prove that Caitlin Clark isn't the golden goose of the WNBA like some people thought she was? We'll continue that conversation next with you. It is The Odd Couple on a TV theme song Thursday. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, right here on Fox Sports Radio. Stick and stay.
Unless you are an actual WNBA fan in the US of A.
There's some interesting stats when you look at that. There's been a new trend, Rob, in the NFL when it comes to number one picks, specifically when you're talking about quarterbacks. And the Titans, we know this past Monday, they fired head coach Brian Callahan just 6 weeks into his rookie season. That's crazy, right? The number one pick, of course, Cam Ward. Now, this has started to happen 4 of the last 6. This is your 4th straight number one quarterback that has lost a coach, and the conversation becomes, where's the patience for these franchises with these coaches? Because, Rob, I was thinking, in order for you to get the number one pick, generally speaking, you had to be bad. And you can't be bad. It's like, oh, we just need that one piece. Right. That means you're usually going to have bad offense. Maybe the offensive line's bad. Maybe your defense is terrible. And so the idea that a coach is just going to come in and automatically change the game, in this case 6 weeks, but and all of a sudden turn your entire franchise around. This isn't the NBA where we landed Tim Duncan or we landed Derrick Rose or we landed LeBron, where things can shift and change. You can see the momentum swing in your franchise. But these coaches they are on a short lease, period. And that's just where sports are right now. You can be coach of the year and be coach of unemployment the very next year in any sport, any league. And that's where we are. But I just find it interesting because when you get that second coach, that's where you start to get the success. So if you're Caleb Williams, well, as soon as you get Ben Johnson, now you guys are 3-3. He's starting to look a little bit better as a quarterback, and things start to look better for you. So I don't know if teams are starting to see a little bit of, hey, let's get, this ain't working, get rid of him and find the next guy, because there's been a little bit of track of success with these number one picks in that regard. But man, a year with the number one pick quarterback?
Nah, I just think it's where we are. It's just where we are in sports. There is no 3 to 5 year plan. Nobody's waiting around. People are trying to win now for these jobs. There's a lot of money at stake. People they're not waiting around. I'm not going to wait around to see if you can coach or not. And can you just give me this? Rob G, first guess or second guess? Nathaniel Hackett, after whatever it was, week 1 or 2, didn't we say he can't coach? He's not. Remember, he had to hire somebody to keep time for him? And
yeah.
we're like, he's
Couldn't
not.
hack it.
He can't hack it. He wasn't ready. Like, everybody's not a head coach. And sometimes you look, what would scare me in New York with Aaron Glenn is they're not competitive. You can lose. Don't tell me, well, a close game. We just got to be able to No. You were not competitive. Even when they lost to Dallas and they put up those points at the end, that game was long over. Those numbers, stop it. It wasn't close. That's what's scary. Dallas had like the worst defense, and they couldn't score until the final 8 minutes. Really? When they took their foot off the gas.
No. They look awful because, again, they're not just losing where you're like, all right, we're getting better. They are looking bad on both sides of the ball for the most part. But look at it. I want to list some of these names for you. So since 2016, 6 total quarterbacks, all former number one picks, did not make it through their rookie season with the same head coach the whole way through. Jared Goff, when he had Jeff Fisher, he looked awful. Jeff Fisher.
But Jeff Fisher was a terrible offensive coach.
Horrible.
I mean, like
that
really
was not
bad.
his thing. Defense was his thing. And
right,
now you get the number one pick.
offense was awful.
And then as soon as Sean McVay comes.
I remember Eric Dickerson had a thing with him.
Yep,
Remember
I actually
that?
remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, because of the offense was like, what? What is this?
Because he was stuck in it. Yeah, a lot of those guys get stuck in that way. Then you had Baker Mayfield with Hugh Jackson. He didn't make it. That was in 2018. Trevor Lawrence with Urban Meyer. We know how that worked out.
Well, Urban, that was some other extenuating
extracurricular activities. Bryce Young with Frank Reich
Rob
in
G,
2023.
Don't shake your head about Urban Meyer. It's not an urban myth.
No, it ain't.
It was an urban stiff. I'm just saying.
Rob, caution. Rob,
caution. Rob, caution.
And you know what? You know what I might do? First of all, you're stupid. That's why I'm moving on.
Don't get fired.
I want us to make it 5 more years. You know who? You know how you always bring up.
Notice that?
Yeah,
The number went down.
That's true. Well, no, because the year
No,
that's right. 1 down. You're right. 5 to go.
Okay.
You know how you keep bringing up Hackett? I think somebody might one up your Hackett.
Who was that?
That is Matt Eberflus. Of guys where you're watching in real time,
And
where
just
you're like,
he can't coach.
this dude does not know what he's doing. And I'm not, he's good as a coordinator, but as a head coach,
right.
Man, he didn't know how to use timeouts. He didn't know how to close out a quarter. He didn't know situational things. He didn't have Caleb Williams in the best position. Matt Eberflus was up there as another one. And then now Cam Ward with Brian Callahan. I have a
Man.
confession. I don't really like SpongeBob as much as everybody else does.
I love the theme
Yeah,
song.
no. Yes.
I'm not that.
My wife was into it early, like when it first came out. That was like her just turn on and I don't really care. It's just on TV kind of veg out thing. And now my daughters love it. I'm like, never really hit for me like everybody else. It's the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington TV things on Thursday. On the way, we got College Kids with Mark Gunnell's going to join us. And this will be his third time, I believe. Been doing great so far.
It's been good. They've done a good job. It's a new segment that we added this football season.
Yep, we'll make sure we get some college football talk in there. And then we got Shop Talk coming up. And Shop Talk, by the way, is going to be based off of Thursday Night Football, a.k.a. the Icy Hot
We
Bowl.
did see a nice pass by Aaron Rodgers down the sideline.
He just threw a nice about 40-yard bomb to DK. We'll get on that in just a little bit. Right now, for over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how and where you drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection. With convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, it is the way tire buying should be. WNBA, they prove anything with the numbers that maybe they don't just solely need Caitlin Clark, or you still think absolutely she is 1,000% the thing that drives it? 877-99 on Fox. Who we got?
All right, Mark in Sacramento. You're on
Mark
the
Gunnels
Odd
was
Couple,
calling.
Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Mark?
What's up, Rob? What's up, Mr. Washington? How you been?
Doing well, Mark. Appreciate you, brother.
Good. Numbers lie. The eyes don't. You can find numbers and make them fit anything you want nowadays. I know one thing. If they don't change the attitude and the way they act and the perception and wearing shirts like the things they wear, people aren't going to watch. I don't care how good they play. People aren't going to watch. Sometimes it's about the attitude. And I can say, as being a women's basketball fan, like I said, since the early 70s in college basketball, long before there was a WNBA, I'm a fan. But I'm like a fan, and I have a couple of, female in my family say the same thing. They say, man, it should change the way they act.
Yeah.
People aren't going to watch. They're just not going to, regardless.
Hey, Mark, I appreciate the call, Mark. I think that's why they have to have some real live conversations behind the scenes, management and commissioners and all the stars, because they have to realize they need each other for this thing to work. David Stern needed his Magic, his Bird, his Michael Jordan touchdown here for the Steelers. Up, obviously, 6. We'll see an extra point. Touchdown for the Steelers against the Bengals. If you're the Bengals defense, did you mail it in, period, for the season? Are you just like, man, we'll be doing for Cancun?
Look at Aaron Rodgers running back and forth like crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Look, you can't give him time.
Look at this. Where's the pressure?
Hendrickson is out.
He runs to the left. Nobody's
and
open.
He don't run this year no more.
Right. Look, runs to the right, runs to the right. Okay, I got a man.
8.63 seconds that snap to pass. Let me tell you how you're going to lose. If you give Aaron Rodgers, one of the greatest, maybe
9
the
seconds,
most talented, him and Pat Mahomes and maybe Elway, most talented quarterbacks ever, 9 seconds, you're going to lose.
Hey,
who next?
Josh in Texas. You're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Josh?
What's going on, fellas? How you guys doing tonight?
Doing
well,
great,
Josh.
buddy. How are you?
Pretty good, man. I'm better than the Brewers right now, I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
they
God.
sick. Yeah, they about to be on a
Brutal.
1-2-3 Cancun trip, too.
It is bad right now. And then they –
immediately.
Yeah, no doubt.
Hey, just real quick before I get into it, Rob, you were one of the funniest people on radio. Yesterday, I saw you when you asked who's the 2 coaches that need to be fired. I was sure you were going to say Doug Godley.
There's their quota for the hour. We almost made it a full hour without a shot.
Josh.
And Josh tickled himself.
I know.
I just couldn't believe it.
I'm crying.
Josh was waiting for it. He was waiting on it.
Josh ain't thinking about the WNBA. Josh just wanted to get that joke in. Josh, you think he's slick.
No. I think the WNBA, though, I think they need to work with Caitlin Clark. Get her out because she's the most popular. Then get your 10 best out and try to sponsor that, navigate that, man. Try to blow it up as much as possible. Get the cash cow while you can.
No doubt. You have to do that, and she's a big part of it.
No. That's why they got that's what I said. They gotta buy in together. You get what I'm saying? Like I couldn't join this show and just be like, I don't really mess with Rob G and I don't Rob and like we gotta buy in together and like, all right, Rob, what we gotta do? What do we need to do? Thank you to our bosses. Like, all right, what does Kelvin need? Like, you gotta buy in if you're trying to build something together. You're new to this thing. Caitlin Clark, WNBA commissioner, new stars. Man, you gotta build this thing together. If people just see all y'all do is argue and go at each other and that can be a deterrent or a turnoff. So they got to definitely find a way to bridge together. So I don't know what they got going on right there. But yeah, I think the Bengals. By the way, that defense is they were bad with Joe Burrow. Then you lose Joe Burrow. You lost your Browning. Now you're on Waka Flacco.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the throw down the sideline was a really good throw.
No.
That wasn't the issue.
Letting him
have that much time on a 3rd and 6 play.
That, man.
You got to get some pressure on the quarterback.
Can Waka Flacco do something?
Yeah, I mean, he'll play.
All right.
He'll be all right.
You better find those receivers. But no, they got Aaron Rodgers about to turn back the clock tonight.
He might get 5 touchdowns tonight.
That ain't crazy. We'll see.
Against the Browns, no, they got a good defense. That was a good drive right there.
College kids on the way with Mark Gunnels. We'll do some college football. Get you updated on that right now. Monty Bolaños, YouTube star. Update.
What's up, Monty? How are you?
You know, I'm hoping for a great Aaron Rodgers night because I have 2 teams with Josh Allen on a bye, and I picked up Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, nice.
So I'm hoping he has a good game because it is the Bengals.
Start.
Yes, opening drive with a touchdown pass, 10-yard touchdown pass to Jonnu Smith. Steelers up on the Bengals in Cincinnati, 7-0, still early in the first quarter. So I'm hoping a high-scoring game because if the Steelers start to dominate, he's not going to throw the ball. You know what I'm saying? So I need the Bengals to keep him interested. Or else, what am I doing? What is he doing? That's what I mean. Other NFL news, a couple players who did not practice today. Keep in mind, Rams wide receiver Puka Nacua, Commanders wide receiver Terry McLaurin, and Bucks wide receiver Emeka Ibuka. Also, Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray was limited in practice today because of that foot injury. In baseball, the Dodgers have added some more runs. First, Abner Uribe, the pitcher for Milwaukee, he had a pickoff error. It allowed Freddie Freeman to score. Then Tommy Edman with an RBI single. That's how they scored another run. So right now the Dodgers are up on the Brewers. It's 3-1, bottom of the 7th inning. Also, Jackson Chourio left the game in the middle of an at-bat with the right leg injury, so no more Chourio for the Brewers in this one. He was replaced by Blake Perkins. More baseball is going to start soon. October baseball, Blue Jays and Mariners. That's game 4 of the ALCS where Seattle leads the series 2-1. That's going to start on FS1 in about 10 minutes. You can catch all the action there. In NBA news, according to The Athletic, the Hawks and Trae Young are not going to come to a contract extension agreement before the start of the regular season. And in college football, Indiana and head football coach Kurt Cignetti have agreed to terms on an 8-year contract extension that will pay him $11.6 million annually. The deal runs through 2033, and it makes him the 3rd highest paid coach in college football. Back to you guys.
All right, Monty, thank you so much.
Yes.
Odd couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. TV theme song Thursday. And by the way, aches and pains, well, we know they can sneak up on you during the holiday hustle and bustle. Aleve can help you forget the pain and make happy memories instead. With just one pill, Aleve provides up to 12 hours of body pain relief so you can keep it moving. Use as directed. Keep you updated on all these games that are happening right now. You got Thursday Night Football and obviously Game 3 in LCS. Right now, though, it's time for College Kids.
It's time for the College Kids here on The Odd Couple. A look at this week's college football through the eyes of the young and inexperienced.
The rookie in the vet.
They swear they know college ball.
Takes it into the end zone.
Yeah, right.
Fundamentals are going to show up.
Are their takes sophomoric or graduation worthy? Rob and Kelvin will decide. Bring them on.
That's right. It's College Kids here on The Odd Couple on Fox Sports Radio, where we invite a college football ball knower in with The Odd Couple to share some thoughts on what's happening across the country. And this week, we're focusing on the Big Ten with none other than the man, the myth, the legend himself, sports media personality, Mark Gunnels. What's up, Mark?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Yo, what's up, Mark?
What up?
Hey, I'm doing good. I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, no, glad to have you back, too. By the way, real quick, hold up. I buried the head. We buried the lead. What did you do or say to Asia Wilson? I seen it. Did she talk about you?
Oh, yeah.
I know I'm not tripping. I was looking on, and she, like where something you were in. I was like, is that our Mark Gunnels? I was like, okay.
She came at me because early in her year, I said that she was regressing. And she turned it on, obviously, and she got back at me.
Yeah, look at you. You got an MVP and a finals MVP shooting at you. You'd have made it.
Rob's got Tom Brady. I got Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, I got to get somebody to
You
clap
got to
at
get
me.
someone,
I do
Doug.
got to get somebody to clap
Somebody
at
that
me.
you just so wildly wrong on.
Come on, you know.
So wildly wrong.
Well,
Everybody's
that's the
got
problem.
one.
I'll be right
We'll
too
be
much.
here all day. I'm just saying.
All right, guys, we're talking about Big Ten football here with Mark Gunnels here on College Kids. Topic number one, Indiana's coach got a new deal, but Mark says keep an eye on the quarterback, Fernando Mendoza, for Heisman. Tell us why.
You know, this feels gross, by the way, because at first it was Dante Moore, and he let me down in Eugene. Let Indiana come into their house and snatch their chain. And you know what? I ain't going to lie to you, man. I was not that sold on Indiana. Maybe it's because, they're a basketball school. It's Indiana football. Come on. But you know what? I think they're the real deal. Look at their schedule. They don't play no more ranked teams as of today, the rest of the year. So, got to take this team seriously, man. If you look at all the books, Fernando Mendoza's top 3 in every Heisman odds right now. So, I like his chances.
You know what?
What's that?
I think that Mark Gunnels is going to graduate college.
Now they always say congratulations.
Hey, I'm with you. This is Indiana. This is not a fluky. Last year they got going, right?
Yep.
And now look where they are. And normally in baseball, the Mendoza line isn't a good thing. You want to hit above the
Right.
Mendoza line,
Well, nobody
right?
does that in baseball anymore.
Exactly. Everybody's hitting below the Mendoza line. But I'm with you, Mark. What a quarterback for that team and what he's been able to do, and the numbers speak for themselves. How is he not involved? That university just had that program, their biggest win ever.
Yeah,
right?
Without a doubt, that was huge for them. I'm going to say that you are still in school, my brother.
Back
Sophomore.
to school. Back to school.
I think he's absolutely in the running. I think absolutely in the conversation. I'm not mad at that. But I still think people are big on Miami. People love the idea of Miami being back, and I think that has Carson Beck right now just maybe being the leader. They're playing great football. They've been playing great football for a couple of seasons now. And I think just the idea of having such a massive school. You mentioned Indiana, we think basketball. We think football with Miami, having them back, having big games, and Carson Beck performing. But you're right. Give him a little bit more time. Mendoza could mess around and be in there, but right now it's Carson Beck for me.
College Kids here on the Odd Couple talking Big Ten football with Mark Gunnels, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. Number 2 here. Michigan is struggling right now.
What?
I don't know if you saw.
Struggling. Why you look at me when
I
you
don't know
say
if
that?
you saw what happened over the weekend, but it was not good. As a result, Mark says, Sherrone Moore, you're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy here for Big Blue.
Right now,
Hey, man,
Mark, right now, I take Shamar Moore. I'm just saying. Go ahead.
CSI, season
Hey,
49.
man, I think I have a good reputation on here as far as these coaches go in the Big Ten. But Sherrone Moore, I mean, he took over. It was a hard position, right? You're the first guy after they won the national championship with John Harbaugh. You're at Michigan, one of the top 5 prestigious programs in college football. And I just don't think it's been very successful. I mean, year 1, you went 8-5. Right now, you're 4-2. You had a suspension earlier in the year. Before the USC game, you're talking about how the Coliseum is going to be sold out because of Michigan's in town. And then you get your butt whooped. I mean, I just don't like the direction they're going in right now. You got the number 1 quarterback out of high school, Bryce Underwood. He's been underperforming. And I don't think that's going to be very it's going to be very frowned upon as far as the alums, the people who are paying the NILs and stuff like that. So I think the season's getting hot there in Ann Arbor, man.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. You are graduating, my friend.
Now they always say congratulations.
And as a person born and raised in Ann Arbor, it's hard for me to admit, but I think the biggest thing right now is it's one thing if, nobody expects you to win the national championship kind of year after year, but the one thing they've looked bad for years, and even at times with Jim Harbaugh, they just ran the ball well. Offensively, when can they become dynamic offensively, right? And that's what they need. And he was part of being an offensive coordinator for some time. So you would expect, cool, now it's his show. You will start to see that. And they just cannot get the offense going year after year. And I think that's what makes it look as bad. You can lose a game or two, but it's that they cannot get the offense going. And last year, they were beating teams where they literally passed the ball like 6 times. What is this, Navy Army, 1958? So I agree with you on this. It's getting toasty for them.
Mark, you are graduating with honor.
Now they always say congratulations.
And I'm with you. You need more from more. And you haven't gotten it. And they definitely can look to upgrade the quarterback position at Michigan.
Quarterback?
Coach.
Oh, I was about to say, right? I like Bryce Underwood.
No.
Yeah, coach. Yeah.
Because Michigan, I think, gave him the handoff thinking that you can kind of roll on. But I still always think that there's underhanded a little bit because of what they knew the issues were coming with the Jim Harbaugh team and what was coming down. So we'll give the brother the team right now, and then we'll move on.
Hey, we tried. We gave it to a brother.
I'm just saying. I'm sorry to be that way.
And we gave our brother a chance. Ooh, Aaron Rodgers mad at somebody. What's next?
Aaron Rodgers tried to do the flea flicker. Failed spectacularly.
He flicked it down on the ground. Like, I ain't getting anybody tackling me. Ain't nobody
yelling at his running back. And nobody likes Aaron Rodgers anymore, Rob. All right, last one.
It's all over now.
College kids. Mark Gunnell's here with the Likable. Talking Big Ten college football. It's only fitting that we close this segment talking about the best damn team in the land, the hottest team in America, the team that Mark missed so badly that he's got to do a mea culpa on. The UCLA Fighting Football Bruins.
He went wrong.
Well,
he says right, he owes us all an apology. He was so right that he ended up being wrong later.
Yep.
Mark, explain yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I want to apologize, but it's a very weird apology, right? Because I said that Deshaun Foster wasn't going to make it. He got fired. But if he did last, I think they still would have been winless. And I said they would be winless, and you know what? I'll take it on the chin. And we went through the schedule a few weeks ago, and Rob was like, what about the Maryland game? They won 2 games before the Maryland game.
No, that was
Maryland this week.
They
might win 3 games in a row.
They could beat Maryland right now. Yeah.
Listen. Well, go ahead. Rob, go ahead.
Yeah. You do owe an apology to UCLA. So for that, I'm going to say that you are not graduating.
Back to school. Back to school.
You got that one wrong. You were right on the coach, and he wasn't going to make it. But to say that they weren't going to win a game because things turned around very quickly, ask James Franklin, who's looking for a job now.
Yeah, you sophomore, but
Back to school.
It's because you were so right. You messed around and made him good now because you got rid of the head coach. You talk about somebody has to be a little embarrassed. Deshaun Foster has to be sitting here thinking like, okay, was I – usually sometimes you get away from the situation. It wasn't me. It was this. It was that. It was the circumstance. He's got to be like, maybe it was me because as soon as he's gone, they actually look like some very valid and really good team. So you were wrong by being right. Blame yourself.
I know, right? And they beat Penn State. I couldn't believe they beat Penn State.
Is Penn State Baltimore Ravens now where like maybe they weren't as good as we thought?
Hey, and you know how much money was lost like on that? Seriously. Ain't no way anybody think that UCLA coming off of coach firing, right?
Right.
And never had a lead all year, and they blow out Penn State or beat Penn State.
And Penn State ain't been right since.
No.
We done broke LeVar Arrington, we broke Micah Parsons, and we got James Franklin fired.
No doubt. All right.
Hold on, what's all this we? There you go.
Wait, what do you mean, you people?
You know what you want with all this you people. You used to be with us.
That's right. All right.
And
hey,
that's
Mark
college
Gunnell,
kids.
thank you, buddy. Great job.
Appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for having me.
No doubt. Still 3-1. Dodgers up right now, 3-1 as we are in the top of the 8th right now. Continue to keep you updated on this one, man. I tell you, I think that what inning was that? The fifth, sixth inning might have broken the back of the Brewers.
The Brewers need a bloop and a blast real quick. Otherwise, this is going to be fleeting.
I mean, they got the Dodgers bullpen, but now there's a little bit of confidence going on with the Dodgers in the bullpen right now. We'll keep you updated on that one as well. On the way, though, we got a little shop talk, but because of the Icy Hot Bowl, we're going to make it about Waka Flocka Flacco and Aaron Rodgers. We'll do it next. Fox Sports Radio.
Jeff Passan, we'll call him a friend of the show because he's a friend of yours, put out a article actually before the NLCS explaining how this particular series was going to serve as kind of like a proxy for the upcoming labor agreement between baseball and the Players Association.
Okay.
And what he said was if the Dodgers end up winning this series and eventually going back-to-back, that the lockout is a foregone conclusion because owners are already upset about the Dodgers' big spending this past offseason and last offseason. And if they seal the deal once again with a dominant run to the championship, it's going to be bad for the sport, and it's going to force them to bring in a salary cap. Do you agree?
I totally disagree with Jeff Passan. The foregone conclusion might be just that it's going to happen anyway, regardless whether the Dodgers win or not. The numbers don't even add up. TV ratings through the roof, attendance records, right, in baseball, all those things you want to see for the sport, right? Younger people, the streaming, the social media imprints, all that stuff. Everything is up. And guess
100%.
what, Jeff? The Texas Rangers, a smaller market team, mid-size, whatever you want to call them, guess what? They won the World Series 2 years ago, not 10 years ago, not 15. Oh, they can't compete. The Texas Rangers won a World Series. Detroit is a mid-market. In this 2 years in a row they made the playoffs? Guess what? Seattle's payroll is $136 million.
Right.
Are they not to have a chance to win a World Series? They're in the mix. Come on with the money. The Yankees haven't won since 2009. The Mets in a big market with the richest owner. They haven't won since 1986. You want me to keep going? The Chicago Cubs, the third biggest city, right? It took them 100 years to win. It took the Red Sox. They hadn't won in like 86 or 7 years. I could go on and on and on. Money does not equate winning. Stop with it. If we have the same amount of money, we have a chance to win. Why don't the Yankees win? Before the Dodgers got on this run, they went 32 years with 32 from 1988 to 2020.
Yeah.
32 years they couldn't win. So it doesn't add up. How did those teams not win? The Phillies haven't won. When they win 2008, I think they won 2008 because the Yankees beat them in 2009, I think, right?
Yeah,
so
that was 2008.
They haven't won since 2008. Philadelphia's another top market. Where are we going with this? It has nothing to do with money. It's about decision-making. It's about that. And let me just say this.
Yeah.
The last team that did go back-to-back, and it was the Yankees 25 years ago, when you look at that team and you think of that team, I don't think about, oh, my God, they paid all these guys. I think of the core 5 guys who all came through their minor league system, Kelvin. Derek Jeter, Jorge Posada, Bernie Williams, Mariano Rivera, and Andy Pettitte. They built from that, added pieces around that, but it was their core.
You all right? So let me just add, because you touched on just all of the points, and
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine, because I'm gonna add to a couple other things that you just mentioned. So when you have over the last, let's go back 30 years, you have so many these are the teams. By the way, mind you, we're mentioning the teams that won it. You had teams that at least got there and had a chance to win it and just happened to lose that also come from smaller markets. So it's not even just like, oh, we didn't have a shot. No, teams are getting there. Teams are winning. Teams are getting there and falling short, but they're still getting there.
The White Sox have won. Florida,
the White Sox have won in 2005. You got the Marlins won twice. We just talked about them. A couple of weeks ago we did a segment on it, 97 and 2003. The Angels won in 2002. You got the Diamondbacks in 2001. I mean, the Rangers, the Braves. You have a multitude of mixes, and the White Sox as well. So they did that in 2005.
Yeah.
So you have a multitude. Yes, the big teams has won it, but what's interesting, to your point, the big teams didn't win it for decades. Not we didn't win it last 6, 7, 8 years. The big teams had the longest droughts. It is the Odd Couple. He's Rob. I'm Kelvin on a. Oh, is that a fumble? Oh, no. I guess he
Rob,
dropped
if you name this TV show, I'll buy you a Mercedes.
Oh, hold on.
Hold on.
I ain't gonna lie, Rob. I don't think I know this. I could guess.
Apple TV show.
Okay. Apple
Banger.
Apple TV. So it's
Monsters.
No.
So it's not Severance. It's not Loot.
Friends and Neighbors.
Friends and Neighbors.
So
yeah.
good.
People rave about that.
Gotta watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, people. Is Ham in that? John Ham?
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard. Okay, yeah. I've
What
heard.
about
Olivia
Sally?
Munn?
What about Sally Eggs? Is she in that too?
No.
No. Okay.
Sally Eggs.
Aaron's cover, Olivia Munn was in
Yeah.
there. What?
Dude,
What'd I say?
No.
Thank you.
Flag. Did you see that?
No,
Okay.
there's a flag on the play. All right, flag on the play. Odd Couple.
What?
Elizabeth Munn. That was his girlfriend, wasn't it? Fiance?
That was his cover.
That's
Oh, stop it. All right,
Aaron
here we go.
Rodgers had some beautiful
Okay,
balls.
here we go.
now. Fox Sports Radio, Odd Couple, Rob and Kelvin on the TV things on Thursday. If you missed any of today's show, don't forget, you can catch the podcast. Just search Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast. And right after the show, today's pod's going to be posted. Rob G already working on it right now. Be sure to follow the podcast, rated 5 stars.
He doesn't listen to the show, so he might as well do the podcast while the show's
Yeah.
going on.
Look, he said, huh? He ain't even hear what you said right now. So check out the podcast wherever you get your podcast. The Odd Couple, just search it, and you'll find it right at the show. It is now time for Shop Talk.
Ain't nobody exempt in the barbershop, you know that. Ain't nobody exempt in the barbershop, you know that. Ain't nobody exempt. You can talk about whoever and whatever, whenever you want to in the barbershop.
Now, it's Shop Talk.
Side of the world of sports, and this week we're cheating because I'm gonna throw the lob, Chris Paul, the Blake Griffin style, to none other than Kelvin.
All right,
Washington.
so we're doing the Icy Hot Bowl in honor of our combined 62 and 67-year-old quarterbacks that are playing right now, Joe Waka Flocka Flacco and also Aaron Rodgers. So we're going old school here. Now, Aaron Rodgers' first year in the NFL was 2005, but obviously Joe Flacco wasn't there yet. Waka Flacco came in 2008. So I said, when they both were finally in the league, what was happening in the world in America in 2008? So I'm going to throw some things out at you guys, if you can see.
We had a black president.
That was one of them right there. Ding for
Come
Rob
on,
Parker.
man. Come on.
You already got one. I was going to say, who was the president in 2008? It was Barack Obama back then. All right. Big conversation this election cycle last year, 2024, was about the price of eggs, price of milk, groceries. That was a huge thing. So let's go back in the DeLorean, 2008. How much was the average price across the country? Average price, a gallon of milk, 2008.
You don't got to write it down, Rob. It's an audio medium.
What? I'm not writing it down.
Oh, okay. What's the answer?
Wait a minute. Don't you supposed to?
Anybody can
he
guess.
has the answer.
I have the answer.
So the price of
milk, 2008. Back when these two quarterbacks were both initially in the league.
Price of milk was
average around the country.
For a quart of milk?
Just a gallon. Typical gallon of whole milk. I know you're a milk guy. You have your milk to put yourself to sleep at night.
Yes, I'll say $2.29.
All right. Not bad. This is. I guess I could do prices right style. Monty?
I don't even know what a gallon of milk costs today. I'm gonna guess $2.
No, today?
I don't drink milk.
$5, right?
Yeah, over $5.
I don't drink milk.
Rob G, Alex?
$1.87.
Okay.
I don't. That sounds like you cheated. He knew too much.
$1.49.
Rob Parker is our winner. It was $3.80, believe it or not.
Thank you.
$3.80.
How much?
Yes.
Now,
milk? Yes.
Yeah, $3.80.
Where are y'all shopping at?
Yeah,
real,
$3.80.
though.
That's all Erewhon people. Not even saying right.
And Monty, did you know black cows give out chocolate milk?
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Don't do that because
Rob,
don't do that.
caution.
It's still some kids young kids who go to my daughters and be like, "Are they chocolate, little black girls? Are they
Rated.
chocolate? Come here. Let me see." Like, oh Lord,
That's got to be racist.
all right, we all like to do this. Well, we used to do it a lot more in 2008. That was go to movies. Average price, and Rob, you were doing this because you were going on dates.
I was going on dates back then.
Yeah, back then you were going on dates. So you should get this one right.
I was divorced. I was really out there.
Movies was a big thing back
trying
then.
to see, and you know what I mean. It's dark in the theater.
Average price for a movie ticket circa 2008.
We mop the floors every night. Oh, gosh.
What you think?
Go ahead, Mons. You got an idea?
I feel like it was maybe around $14.50.
Okay. Rob G.
Well, now that I know that it's going to be higher than what I expected, I was going to guess 8 something. I'm going to guess 1175.
Okay.
My fellow Americans.
America.
I will give you justice. I'm going to say 1020.
All right.
1250.
Rob G. Actually, yeah, Rob G. Was that, dang, why y'all think it was that much? Almost 20 years. 718.
718.
Because milk was half a ticket.
Because when I was in college, maybe the theater I was going to was very pricey.
What do you think the top grossing movie was? I'll give you a clue. It's a franchise and
Inception.
there's been several.
No.
And it's
Mission Impossible.
no
Star Wars.
but I like where you guys
Harry
are
Potter.
going.
Twilight.
Comic book.
Dark Knight.
Iron Man.
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
You looked it
Great
up,
job.
you cheater.
I'm not looking up anything.
No, that was a great one.
2008 box office results.
Yeah, I'm just looking. I'm not looking it up.
Alex, you cheated?
I didn't cheat.
That sounds like cheating.
Didn't cheat.
No, that was
We got you on YouTube looking at the computer right
Look
here.
at that.
I'm not on YouTube, buddy. That's not me. That's not me.
We got
Rob,
right
that's
there.
not me. I don't look like that.
We got them cameras. You know that
I
right
don't look
now.
like that.
Who is that?
It's not me.
Rob, Alex, this one is for you. What was the top one of the
Watch. Stay away from that computer.
Yeah, well, this reminds me of Tysher's Tower trivia. And you.
Alex, that's coming up. We got to.
Yeah, everybody gets to see now. You, Alex, hold on, Alex. Hold on.
I'm doing the Macarena.
Alex. Hey, Alex, it'll be a ball. He'll be bouncing it. Alex, round. Yeah, I bet it is a ball. Top. Last one, real quick. Top rated show, 2008.
TV show?
Yeah. Give you a clue. It was not a network show, so it was a cable show.
The Sopranos.
2008.
Game of Thrones.
No.
Game of Thrones. It was not a network show.
2008?
Mm-hmm.
Was it animated?
No.
Okay.
You're going to go, Rob, and then I'll give you a clue.
Give me a clue.
Drugs were a big thing of it.
Baltimore? No.
Seventh Heaven.
The Wire.
There you go. Monty about to get
Breaking
it.
Bad.
There you go. I knew you were about to get it.
Breaking Bad.
Ozarks, that was like 3 years ago, Monty.
So it's
Your
not Seventh
trivia
Heaven.
is terrible.
Yeah, no, I don't do trivia.
You should have heard the Monty Weekend Show trivia that Ian put together.
She was terrible.
You thought Tysher's Tower at trivia was surprising?
Yeah, okay.
I'm not meant for that. I'm not meant for thinking on the spot.
Yep, and gas prices back then were they're still high, 3-something back then as well. So that's your icy hot bowl for these two ancient quarterbacks who are still playing right now. What is the score? It's still 7-0?
7-0.
Okay, now I didn't cheat, by the way, but I am looking up top grossing movies in 2008. That was the last good Will Smith movie, Hancock, by the way.
I didn't like that like everybody else did.
Oh.
That wasn't me. Everybody else liked that one a little bit more than I did.
You didn't like it?
Nah, and then you know how people, you rewatch stuff and you're like, oh, no, that was actually pretty good. Still wasn't good to me.
Interesting.
Never came around. I Am Legend got better and better. I, Robot got better and better as well.
I Am Legend for sure.
Yeah. That's an interesting one. Will Smith's filmography, is it lit? Is it solid or is it meh?
All of the above?
He was ahead of the curve, though.
Yeah.
He doing the Hancock ahead of all the superhero movies. He knew what was coming.
Yeah,
He's picked the wrong one.
Picked a big time wrong one. One we don't never need to see again. Speaking of never seeing again, is there a chance we won't see one of the bigger rivalries in college football? We'll tell you about that next. Likable, Fox Sports Radio.
Will Smith picked a bad wife, too.
We are Fox Sports.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game. Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham! We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all, so I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank you.
Love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable.
He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape with the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win. Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special.
Yes.
Who wants some?
Bigger, bolder, better. We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
Baseball, the Dodgers top the Brewers 3-1. They are now 1 win away from advancing to the World Series. On the other side of baseball, in the ALCS, where it's Game 4 between the Blue Jays and the Mariners, where Seattle leads the series 2-1, they're scoreless, and it's the bottom of the second inning. In the NFL, Week 7 is officially underway, and the Steelers wasted no time.
They'll bring 3. Rodgers back to pass. Looking, pump fakes to the left, now rolling to the left. Now he'll roll back to the right. All kinds of room out there. Surveying, looking, throws towards the end zone. Touchdown, Jonnu Smith. Pittsburgh Steelers go up as Rodgers throws a bullet to Jonnu Smith for the Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown.
You just heard it all on the Steelers radio network. They are up on the Bengals in Cincinnati 7-0. Still early in the second quarter. The Steelers have the ball, and they're approaching the red zone. I'm Monty Bolaños.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Our number three.
Number 3.
Here on the Odd Couple.
Oh, God, where'd the time go, K-Dot?
Big time. Rob
It is
Parker,
flying. I can't lie. Oh, I thought you were talking about the Dodger game.
Kelvin
They just
Washington.
smacked the Brewers up quick.
Yeah, that was that's all over. Yes, with the new iHeartRadio app, you can stream us everywhere you happen to be. Wherever you happen to be. That's right. Catch us and all the Fox Sports Radio shows live 24/7 in the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Just search Fox Sports Radio in the app and stream us all day, every day. That's right. And be sure to select Fox Sports Radio as one of your presets like the good old days and in the iHeartRadio app so that you can always pop up at the top of the screen. And it doesn't get any better than that, than the iHeartRadio app, new and improved. Don't forget, in about 28 minutes, Teicher's Tower of Trivia, the Old Athletes Edition. We'll do that. Also, Last Call. And we should say that it's all over in Los Angeles, 3-1. The Dodgers win that game. And the Mariners have just jumped out on top of the Toronto Blue Jays in Seattle, 1-0. Josh Naylor with a solo home run off of Max Scherzer.
By the way, we just saw something in this Steelers-Bengals game. 4th and 1, they went for the tush push. And it might have been the worst tush push I've ever seen. Not the actual play, but every offensive lineman went on false start.
It was a false start.
And that's the thing about twofold. One, a lot of teams just aren't used to doing it. Two, everybody's watching now because of the Eagles. You know what I mean? They're watching now. When is the line? When are they moving? So that's going to be interesting moving forward. Teams who try to do it now, because everyone's watching to see if there's going to be false starts, and they got caught with it. They got it, but then the flag was there.
Yeah, but the Eagles did it 4 times in a row. I mean, there's
that's
a way
what I'm
to do
saying.
It, yeah.
Well, they do it. So now I think teams who are going to try to do it more aren't used to it as much. Dude, the entire offensive line went before the snap. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays off.
Rob G, we do have a big-time rivalry, a blue blood kind of thing that people, if you watch college football, and I remember covering a Notre Dame USC game back in the 80s when Rocket Ishmael was a player for Notre Dame. And I covered him in high school, right, back in 1986. And this must be like 1987 or something like that, like a year or so later, 1988 at the latest. And what a big deal, and you know that, the history of that rivalry. But Rob G., the rivalry is, of course, have been threatened now, right? Because this is the last one.
Yeah, blinking, you might miss it, just like Rob Parker's fledgling radio career. It could be over before you know it.
What are you talking about, 40 years later?
The same thing with Notre Dame and USC. The contract is not being renewed, Rob Parker.
That's happened a few times in a few places.
Yeah. Hey, listen, they say you ain't been in the business till that happens.
In all seriousness, this Saturday, if things don't change, will be the last time you see Notre Dame taking on USC in the regular season.
That's crazy.
They've been negotiating allegedly all offseason. Notre Dame, by all accounts, wants to continue. USC is a little bit trepidatious because their feeling is, hey, unless they expand the playoff beyond 12 teams where the Big Ten is guaranteed 4 to 5 spots.
Why can't they earn it,
There's
USC?
no incentive for us to do it. And so much so, they've actually started speaking outside of their own network, Big Fox, CBS, so on and so forth. And said, hey, Netflix, if you're willing to pay mucho dollars, then maybe we'll continue this rivalry. But unless you do, it's all to be determined.
Always try to strong-arm people for money.
Well, that's what you do to restaurants.
No, but
I gave you $5. I want more shrimp than that. Don't skip me on my shrimpies.
I just want what I paid for. That's all I want. Nothing extra, just what I paid for. All right. Where are you on this?
I absolutely believe that we are in a situation where we need to just call college sports professional sports, because that's essentially what's going on here.
We've been there.
Right, but I mean, at this point now with the NIL and all these realignments, and historically these schools were in the Pac-12, this was the Big 10, and now it's really like the Big 25, because so many schools in it, and realignment of these conferences. Man, we need to just call it what it is. It's just professional sports light at this point. And I believe college football has sacrificed tradition for profits. One of the things that separated the differences between, pros and the college were the traditions that you had. This school was going to play this school, and this mattered this, and you kind of knew what you were going to get, and it was
and
a
now
part.
It doesn't matter who you
the
play.
pomp and circumstance around it, right? All that matter, rivalries and the blue bloods. Well, that doesn't matter anymore, and you're starting to see that with a lot of these rivalries. Now, I do think they're going to keep a couple, but I'll tell you when I knew that this was in jeopardy was when you were going to have Ohio State and Michigan not play when they had started the legends and the leaders, whatever the divisions are. And they were like, all right, well, if they're going to do this, and with these new teams in the Big Ten, if you do the scheduling, Ohio State may not play Michigan every other year or something like that.
Which is ridiculous.
And people lost their minds because that's one of the best, if not the best rivalry in all of college football. And so that's just where we are, man. And it's disappointing because that's one of the things you got used to. You grew and you knew. And I'll give you an example. There are years Michigan wasn't great. National championship wasn't a big thing, like even for them last season.
Well, it
but
wasn't
if you beat your rival,
they didn't win one for 100
like
years. Okay?
10 years, whatever it was.
So it was.
Oh, you're talking about the national championship?
You know what I mean? National championship. So that they never played for that anyway.
But if you ruined Ohio State, or if Ohio State ruined Michigan, or if you're Auburn and you ruin Alabama's year, or vice versa, or LSU, these were the great things that made college football great. And the idea that you would lose this, you're just completely kind of taking the fabric away from college football. But again, this has been kind of eroding over the years. These are the things that have been happening slowly but surely over the years. And again, I brought it up too. We saw it first in college basketball with the one and dones. Now you have your version of a one and done in college football, which we know they can't leave and go to the pros. But what you can do is leave a school. And you're starting to have where guys, in quarterback, that's the main position you want to know right now. He's going over there, and he's going over there.
I'm not mad at him. Coach has been leaving him.
No, I'm not mad at him. I'm saying you're losing to this is my guy. He's been there for 2-3 years. He's going to fight. He lost 2 years versus his team. Now he's going to get him back for 2 years. We're losing all of that. So that's just, it's par for the course right now with where we are in college sports. But you hate to see it because that's what made the game, if you will. But that's just the current state of college football. It is all about profits, period. It was all about profits, but you kept some traditions. Traditions are out the window.
Everything's lost. Nope, they don't care. They don't care about any of that. They want as much money as they can make. They don't care if you're going to kill traditions and different stuff. It's a shame, to be honest, because everything can't be for sale, okay? Mm-hmm. And I've said this over and over. That's why I have the utmost respect for, like, the Dodgers and the Yankees. The Yankee Stadium tomorrow could be American Express Stadium
100%.
for a gazillion dollars. Dodger Stadium could be American Express Stadium for a gazillion tomorrow, and they refuse to do it, right? The Yankees could have black uniforms. Will they do it?
No.
They could put names on the back so they could sell more jerseys or whatever. No. There's a tradition of certain stuff that needs to stay. Everything can't be for sale. And it's a shame for people who have always loved the whole Notre Dame and USC and that. And this is the last one, and now they're negotiating, and we might sell it to the highest bidder and figure it out. And we saw it in boxing. People ask why boxing isn't as big. They decided to take the pay-per-view money. We don't care. I was a kid. I used to listen to boxing on the radio. No kid today could imagine listening to a fight on the radio. They were so afraid that people wouldn't buy the fight that they didn't want it on the radio. There are people who are driving in cars who can't watch the fight. Why would you take that away? You really believe that? That's what they thought. All the fights come on after midnight Eastern time.
Yeah.
All the kids, all the 9 and 10 and 11-year-old boys who are sports fans can't watch. So you don't grow up with it. I watch Muhammad Ali on a Saturday afternoon. Fight. Jimmy Young. ABC Wild World of Sports. Howard Cosell. Saturday afternoon. They didn't say like, oh no, every fight's got to be the Saturday night in Las Vegas at midnight to sell the sport, to make fans of the sport. And I think if you keep doing this with college football, at some point, I know nobody believes it and, college football, whatever. Don't forget that the NBA was on tape delay at one point. I know nobody can believe that because I grew up and I watched it with a local sportscaster at 11 o'clock. At 11 o'clock news would say, hey, coming up next on Channel 2 here, the NBA Finals game number 3. And if you're going to watch it, turn down your sound outside the score so that you don't ruin the game. That was the game.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine that?
No.
You can't imagine that.
No.
But that's what happened.
And you know what I think is a big factor in this is gambling. I think gambling, parlays, all that good stuff is the new attention. Like, I don't need the rivalries. I don't even – because like I mentioned, with the transfer, I don't know all the quarterbacks. I don't even know the players anymore. I just know I'm keeping up on it via the fantasies, via the gambling. And that's a huge thing, I think, now is just kind of the new way of watching, new entertainment, the new versus just the pageantry of it all and the rivalries. But to be honest, this is bigger than USC because USC, on the flip side of this, they're not the one that draws the needle per se. When you look at the top 25 games this season, USC is not in a single one of those. USC, being in LA, as we are, USC is very fickle, right? When USC is popping, you got Pete Carroll, you got all the things going on, they're huge. When they're not, they're not. So you had Caleb Williams, a Heisman Trophy winner and a Heisman Trophy nominee or, finalist or like consideration the next year. Nobody was really talking about USC, but it's bigger than them because to me it's other states, right? It's just the Alabamas of the world where you got the Auburn and Alabama. It's the Michigans, Ohio's, the Texas, states where those college football is huge still. Huge. Floridas of the world, huge. Here in LA, it's a little different. Like I said, if USC ain't great, no one necessarily cares. Dodgers are great. Lakers, what are they going to be? It becomes all the big conversations. So, but you're starting to lose all of this, man. And the last point, college football playoffs, that's where maybe rivalries will be. And so, like, you're going to get teams that weren't traditional rivals because they're going to be competing for titles more. So it might become Georgia, Ohio State become a rivalry because they're always in the college football playoffs. It might become Alabama, Clemson because they're always in the college, or Oregon, Michigan because they're always in the college football playoffs competing. You're going to start getting rivalries that weren't traditional rivalries because of college football playoffs and the expansion of it. That's what's going to become the new rivalry in college football.
The Blue Jays have just taken a lead on a 2-run home run. I didn't see who that was.
I didn't see who I did see. I couldn't see who it was. That wasn't Springer. I know that home run
just
jacket
made out. Yeah. Who is that?
I don't know who that is. That home run jacket is sweet though.
2-1 Blue Jays. It's in the third inning. Pittsburgh is still up 10-0 in that game and much more. All right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Is Notre Dame USC still a big deal anymore? Or has college football sacrificed tradition for profits? We'll continue that conversation next with you. It is The Odd Couple on a TV theme song Thursday right here on Fox Sports Radio. Stick and stay.
If you love a good rivalry in sports in the US of A.
It is none other than Mr. 3-3 himself, Patrick Mahomes, at plus 200 to win the NFL MVP at BetMGM. He is the favorite right now.
Here we go again. They're living in the past. They so want Patrick Mahomes to be that guy, and I get it. They're living in the past of what he used to be. And even this year, like last year, he didn't get one single first-place vote for MVP. And this year, he should not get, if we were voting right now, one single vote. Not one. First of all, the Chiefs are 3-3. The teams that he's beaten have a record of 7-12. He beat Baltimore 1-5, the Giants 2-5, and the Lions 4-2. Okay? His passer rating, he's had 4 games so far under 92, the league average. That's right?
Mm-hmm.
Under 92. He also beat quarterbacks like Cooper Rush, Russell Wilson. So he beat some also rans, which is fine. Here's the other part. Patrick Mahomes is not, Rob G, repeat after me, not N-O-T in the top 20 in completion. Not in the top 20.
Wow.
In completions. You know where he is in passer rating? 18th. That's below middle of the pack, which is 15th, 16th, right? He's 18th passer rating. 7th in touchdown passes with 1 more than Lamar, who's missed games. And he's tied with Tua, whose team can't win. Stop with wanting to fall in love with Patrick Mahomes because what he did to start his career. I'll give it to you. It was magical. It was unbelievable to watch. He's not that dude. They're 3-3. He's 20th in completion percentage. 20th, 2-0. Wow. 18th quarter passer rating?
Mm-hmm.
How is that MVP? No, that's not MVP when your team is 3-3. You hear me, Sagar? I'm right. I'm totally right. Patrick Mahomes deserves 0 MVP votes right here, right now at 3-3.
So you're wrong, per usual. Now, here's why you're wrong. He's not going to win it, but the idea that he is going to be the leader, to me, is not crazy because people, this is what I said to you when they beat the Baltimore Ravens. I said this offense is about to explode. And since then, it has for him. Since then, this offense has clicked. Last season, you kept bringing up how his stats were very close to Aaron Rodgers. This season right now, he has 11 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. He's on the roll right now, 15 plus 1,500 yards to be more like the Patrick Mahomes of old. You mentioned last season. I think last season is going to work in his favor this season because the last 2 seasons, actually, Patrick Mahomes' numbers weren't spectacular. Patrick Mahomes wasn't looking like what we had become accustomed to seeing. I think that is why people are going to go, that's the guy we knew. Those are the plays we're used to seeing. Look at him going down the field way more than he's gone the last couple of years. Look at him having these spectacular plays. And not to mention, I think that it's going to work in favor of him that the season won't be a 15-2 kind of. I think the season's going to be one of those. They're going to lose a couple. Then they're going to win 3-4 in a row. Then they'll lose a couple. And they're going to work their way into the postseason. And I think that's going to work in his favor because people will be able to see, oh, he had to do it a different way, right? It wasn't just easy and they were 15-2 and they just won all these games. I think it's going to be, that's going to work in his favor, that they're going to feel like,
but
man.
What about the numbers I'm telling you?
Right, so remember this is
20th and 18th. Seriously.
This isn't today. I hear you.
I'm talking
they're
about
saying projection.
No, they're talking about right now. He should be the leader.
On favorite to win it. It's
How?
Months
Based on these numbers?
Because they see what's coming.
No, they don't see what's coming. He hasn't beaten anybody.
Glasses.
He hasn't beaten anybody.
Don't you see what's coming?
No, I don't see it because he hasn't beaten anybody.
His number 1 receiver is on the way. It's the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a TV theme song Thursday. We got Tyson's Tower Trivia coming up in about 8 minutes or so. Yay. And, of course, last call as well. Looks like Aaron Rodgers just threw an interception. About a deep down, I'm trying to make sure it is. If it holds, make sure that's
Aaron Rodgers.
Otherwise, I think so. 10-7.
Yeah, make sure they.
With about 4 minutes to go.
Was it under review? I mean, it's gonna stand to me.
Let me see.
Yeah, it looks like he got a control of it. I'm missing something. Yeah, it never hit the ground. For the Bengals receiver battle or defensive back battle, looks like he got an interception. We'll keep you updated on that one. You also got game 4,
and the Mariners are in trouble. Bases loaded.
Yep.
They're trailing 2-1.
1 out.
And there's only 1 out, but the bases are loaded. They've made a pitching change. So this is a big sequence here. The Blue Jays, they score in bunches. So a big hit here, and the floodgates might open. Imagine they went to Toronto, win the first 2 games, and look where they are now.
Yeah, this will be wild.
This is.
I do need the Mariners go ahead and win, because then I would look like the genius, because I said Dodgers Mariners.
I still can't believe you made that pick.
What you mean you can't believe? Hate is real. The hate is real. Dodgers, Mariners, Dodgers win. Sometimes you look, sometimes you right when you're right. All right, 877-99 on Fox. Don't forget to check out the YouTube channel. You can watch us live right now. We're simulcasting as we speak. All you got to do, go to YouTube and then search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Odd Couple FSR. Like it, subscribe, share it, comment, all that good stuff. We appreciate it as well. So we got Bengals moving the ball right now. I mean, that was supposed to be never the worry, the offensive side of the ball. It's been the defense. The defense,
it's whether or not they can stop it.
Yeah, that's the issue. They got special players on both sides. That's going to be a flag. On both sides of the ball.
You doing play-by-play now?
Well, I know you're not talking. Look, I know you. Every time a team does something against the Dodgers,
that ain't it.
Every time. Why would you not throw it to first when he was sitting there? The catcher knew he pointed to first.
It would be after the play. You did it as the play was happening.
You literally after the play. How can I know the play is that? I said
you
that's
just
a flag.
saw it. No,
said that's going to be a flag.
As it was happening.
After it happened, I said that's going to be a flag.
As it was happening. All right.
I'm not about to argue with you on that, man. Anyway.
Yeah. So a lot of action going on here. Again. Did we find out what happened in the Seattle? Was that what's the count there? I'm just trying to see. 3-2, big pitch.
Yeah, this is a big pitch.
Big pitch. And there you go. Blue Jays,
what?
Another run.
Earlier, we didn't get a chance to talk about it. We had so much going on. You had talking about you had thought on why the Blue Jays better not make the World Series. What were you talking about?
No, just for baseball, like there was a release today about how great the numbers have been.
The ratings.
And it hurts baseball if Toronto gets in. Not that Toronto doesn't have a fan base, and they do, and they sell a lot of tickets, and the people in Toronto, is that the TV ratings don't count in the United States. Did you know that? They don't count.
It's another country.
They don't count. So you're gonna it will hurt you. Like, the numbers can't be that great because
you're missing a whole half of the World Series.
Yes, like that matters. Sure, you're watching the rest of the. You're watching the rest of the baseball is watching the World Series, but you can't eliminate one of the teams and its fan bases. You know what I'm saying?
What's the worst? So it would be Brewers, Blue Jays would be the worst World Series for MLB. Brewers, Blue Jays,
well,
right?
If the Brewers come back after being
I'm just
down,
saying. I'm just playing the hypothetical. If MLB would be like Brewers, Blue Jays will be the World Series they do not want.
Anytime you can get a large market and a team fan base like the Dodgers, that's going to help. But the Blue Jays the Mariners haven't been there, so that would be a great story, and you got a whole different team, and here's the team trying to win, and here's the team that won last year. So that makes for an interesting, you know what I mean?
Storyline.
Yeah, storyline. Whereas Milwaukee and its struggles in the postseason, I don't know, and the market size, if they made it, if they were to come back and beat the Dodgers, sure, there would be a lot of interest, obviously, because you're down 0-3.
The Brewers are the Milwaukee Bucks, basically, like kind of. Well, they laid.
Well, the Bucks,
but
won.
I mean, the Bucks are always around, solid.
But they won though.
They did win. I'll give them that. But
the Brewers haven't won since Hank Aaron played there. I mean, you know what I'm saying.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying.
By the way,
the late great
Joe Flacco threw a touchdown. T. Higgins scored up 14-10 in that game. Joe Flacco, I don't know if he turned back the hands of time. Is this 2012 him? right now? What in the senior citizen grumpy old man is going on right now? He's out here balling. We got Shekel City playing today coming up a little bit. And that's just Shekel City playing today. That's on your boy, my bad. Tysher Tower Trivia coming up right now. Monty Bolaños can get you updated.
Alex, did you hear that? He totally ignored what was coming on.
Well, no, we got the Cheat Fest coming on. And thank God for YouTube. Everybody gets to see it now.
What?
The Cheat Fest.
You cheating? You going to cheat? I'm not cheating.
The charades that go on in the middle of Alex Tyshert's
while he's bouncing
Tower
the ball.
of Trivia.
All I'm doing is trying to make contact without talking to Elijah, and I'm just trying to
of course.
hand signals.
Alex popping the balloon. Helium. Balloon.
The Bengals guys have taken the lead from the Steelers. It looks like Joe Flacco, old man Joe, is opening up the offense a little bit because let me tell you, Chase Brown on my fantasy team has been non-existent, but he's got 5 carries for 74 yards so far in this one, and it's because of Joe Flacco. He just threw a 29-yard touchdown pass to T. Higgins to connect for a touchdown. Bengals up 14-10. This came after Aaron Rodgers threw an interception, but Aaron Rodgers has thrown for 101 yards and a touchdown. Still 3 minutes to go in the first half, so plenty of game. Other NFL news, you can expect to see wide receiver CeeDee Lamb. He says he's ready to play this Sunday as the Cowboys are going to take on the Commanders. He's returning from an injured ankle. And 49ers tight end George Kittle, who we haven't seen since week 1 because of a hamstring strain, he's ready to face the Falcons for Sunday Night Football. But no practice today for Rams wide receiver Puka Nacua, Commanders wide receiver Terry McLaurin, and Bucks wide receiver Emeka Egbuka. When it comes to baseball, well, the Dodgers are 1 win away from advancing to the World Series. They just topped the Brewers 3-1. Mookie Betts and Tommy Edman had RBIs in that one. But something to keep in mind for Milwaukee is that Jackson Churio did leave the game in the middle of an at-bat in the 7th inning after a hard swing. He was replaced by Blake Perkins. I don't have an update on that yet, but he did leave in the middle of the game. Right now, the Blue Jays have a 3-1 lead over the Mariners. Bottom of the 3rd inning, about to start in Seattle in Game 4 of the ALCS. And you can catch all the action on FS1. When it comes to the NBA, Sixers forward Paul George is not expected to be ready for their season opener next week, but could return soon after that following knee surgery that he had this summer. Back to you guys.
All right, Monty. Thank you. Have a wonderful night. It's the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, on a TV theme song Thursday again. Good Monday night or Thursday night football going on right now. If you got aches, you got pains, you can, of course, sneak up on you during the holiday hustle and bustle, which is crazy that we're already here. Aleve can help you forget the pain and make memories instead. With just one pill, Aleve provides up to 12 hours of body pain relief so that you can keep it moving. So please use as directed. It is now time for Tysher Tower of Trivia.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, vegans and meat eaters, kale chip lovers, ruffle chip lovers, it's time.
This game is so easy.
For Tysher's Tower of Trivia.
And it is Tysher's Tower of Trivia. Segment that proves you got to like sports to work in sports media. The star of this segment, check out his podcast, Shallow Oceans, where he hasn't dropped an episode in 6 weeks.
Whoa!
None other than DJ Alex Tysher.
First off, are you a fan, Rob G? How'd you know that?
I'm your first follower.
Yeah, he is.
And commenter.
Wow. That's deep.
Pun intended.
Oh,
I like that.
Okay. I like that.
See what you did.
But yeah, check out the podcast.
It's a good thing. Good listen.
Well, I do have a. Go ahead. I was about to ask you, Commissioner, for a quick rule in the game.
Go ahead. It's fine.
No. I think
Rob's already checked out anyways. Aaron Rodgers threw an interception. The Dodgers won. Is not going well.
Aaron Judge isn't playing.
In the Parker platoon right now.
What are you talking about? Stop it. I haven't checked out.
Oh, God.
Rob, what have we said in the last 5 minutes?
About what? I mean,
what's the name of Alex's podcast, Rob?
Shallow Ocean.
That's right.
All right, just good. That's a good check. Making sure.
Come on, man.
When's the last time you listened to an episode?
I never missed Shallow Oceans.
He's going to be on Shallow Oceans and still never missed it.
Alex, I want to be on. Can you put me on?
Can I be a guest? I won't even listen to that one.
I don't feel like you ain't putting out any episodes right now.
Yeah, Alex.
Because I feel like you were preoccupied. If I know what you know what I mean.
What do you mean?
What was the name of that song, my man? What's his name? Clarence.
Just got paid?
No. I be strong. That's what I be doing.
Oh.
That's true.
You are supposed to.
All right, here we go.
All right,
Let's
it
go.
is the Old Athletes edition of
To the
Tysher's
east.
Tower
Yeah.
of Trivia.
To the west.
In honor of Aaron Rodgers and Joe Flacco, the Icy Hot Bowl tonight. Flipped a coin during the update, and Kelvin Washington gets questioned.
I'm always Monty. At this show, like
collusion.
It is collusion.
Collusion at its finest.
They go against me.
Yeah.
They want me to fail. They don't want me to be the top dog.
We don't want to see a black man make it.
You know.
No.
Right, that's why you picked Kelvin.
Nah, Raji, I ain't like how you did that. Raji, just because you turned in your black card.
Oh, my gosh. All right. Y'all know the rules. Chris, stop it.
Chris, stop.
Chris.
Chris, this is not your part of the show.
Get back in your cage, Chris.
I don't know what's... There's nothing in life that... Like, no, seriously.
So good. It's so
in my
good.
entire however many years I've been on Earth, I can't think of something I laughed that hard. What could that have been?
If I was laughing that hard, I would have wet myself. I'm just saying.
I mean, that I can't imagine. Like, peak Eddie Murphy would have had to been sitting right here doing something circa 1988.
Rob, do you remember why he did that? I do.
No,
Why?
I don't.
Now you got to tell us.
He was doing an exacerbated laugh to just make fun of you because you said the same joke so many times. So Chris was like, I'm going to emphasize how funny you are, Rob.
Is that what it was?
It was so good.
And it was silent as he was doing the laugh because it wasn't funny. You're just like, oh, God.
Now it is funny.
I usually don't repeat
Well,
jokes.
now I get to do it. If that was the case, Alex, you should have been told me that.
All right, so let's get to it.
All right, let's get
Dub
to it.
is up first,
Yeah.
Old Man edition of Tyson's Tower Trivia. Justin Verlander and Max Scherzer are two of the 4 oldest players right now in baseball. And they actually both played together on the same team at one point. The blank Tigers.
Oh God.
Oh, God.
This is Alex, you ready?
Did you see how I did that and didn't even turn my mic on?
I didn't.
Oh, God.
Okay. Yeah. Yours is better than Rob's, and Rob's the one who does it. All right, here we go. You ready?
I don't even say
I'm ready.
that.
Yeah, right. You say it at least 32 times a day. Alex, how you doing?
I'm good, Kata. How you doing?
Podcast doing good?
Oh, yeah.
Ladies doing good?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's get to it. Let's get a quick, easy win real quick so
Let's
we all
go.
get out of here. Eminem.
What?
What a terrible clue.
He's
My
about to
God.
get it. He's about to get it.
Give me the question again.
Scherzer and Verlander both played together at one point.
That clue was so bad you shouldn't read the question again.
They
He's
both
about to get it. I'm not
played
worried.
together for the blank Tigers.
Okay, it's got to be a place. Where's Eminem from?
Okay.
Rapper. Detroit.
That is correct.
Wow.
Come on, man.
Detroit.
Come on, man.
basketball.
All I had to say to you, I would have said Motown.
I had to put a lot of clues together there.
What?
Yeah, because then that, what does that mean? Like,
Motown is Detroit. What are you, are
yeah,
you
but
kidding?
he might have went, with a couple things. He
With
might
a
have said
song.
Michael Jackson. He might have said a song. You never
True.
know.
Just beat it.
He might have
But
said
that-
Windiana
but
because
it
he
wa-
might have thought the Jackson 5.
But it was blank. It was blank.
How about you worry
Tigers.
about yours? Can we get
Over
to
to
yours?
Rob. Level number 2. Rob.
I'm so hurt.
Al Horford won his first NBA championship 2 years ago with the Celtics, but he went back-to-back chips in college at the University of blank.
Yeah.
Alex, how are you?
Rob, I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing all right?
I'm doing good.
Cal Raleigh is like every CHP guy I've ever met.
Hey, that was really good, Rob G.
That was
I
really
couldn't put
good.
my finger on it. He has pulled me over at least 6 times in my
For
life.
sure.
All right.
Hey, buddy, I like your
here
show.
we
Just
go.
can you slow it down for me?
slow
Yeah.
down.
I've had to do that.
Big fan of the show.
Alex, you ready?
I'm ready.
Yes.
Like the show, man. Just can you slow it down for me? All right. No problem. Yeah,
It's hard to see K-Dot now.
All right,
No,
here we
yeah,
go.
with
Here we
the
go.
big teleprompter.
With the teleprompter in the way. All right. Sunshine.
And my clue was terrible. Wow. You know, every time you say that, you come back with, it's like, yeah, I'm going to show him who had the worst clue of the day.
What's the question again?
Al Horford won 2 back-to-back college
Hey, Rob.
championships at the
Wait a minute.
University of
Listen,
blank.
University of, what was it?
Blank.
Okay.
Look at me, Rob. So you ain't
Sunshine?
trying to look at me. Nah, because you be liking the commissioner, please keep an eye on him. Look at him. Hey, look at me. Look at Monty. Look at somebody other than Alex.
California?
That is incorrect.
Terrible clue. That was
What do you mean
terrible.
That was
Sunshine?
a terrible clue.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get this one. Miami.
Say again, K-Dot.
Miami.
Florida?
That
Let's
is
get it.
correct.
There
Let's
you
get
go.
it.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Name
Sunshine.
Hey, speaking of remember that Pedro Martinez thing on
Florida
FS1?
Florida is the Sunshine State.
He
You're
says,
asking a lot of people that like it long.
Name something that rhymes with yummy. And he goes, Miami. That was my favorite. That was a good one.
Robert, that sounded about Robbish of him.
All right. Level number 3. Back to Doug.
playing.
He's up-
This
he's
like the
up
Dodgers and the
19 to
Brewers.
0.
Rob.
Kelvin, LeBron James has been a part of two branded USA basketball teams.
Oh.
The Avengers in 2025 and the Redeem blank in 2008.
Ooh, this one kind of hard. Alex, this one we're going to have to really stretch. This got to go back to like 2018 when we first met.
Okay. Miami. Oh, God.
Dream.
Ben Meller.
That wasn't that long. Dream.
All right, he heard you.
The hate is real.
Nightmare?
That is incorrect.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, it's
Dream? Rob, you can get back.
It's on you.
It's on me. All right, here we go.
Oh, God.
No, here we go.
He checked out. It was 19-0. He's going.
Brady Quinn warming up.
Stop it. All right, here we go.
Hartman and Bolaños.
Yeah.
Alex. Unit.
What I wanted to say was G, but I don't think that's going to work. G-Unit.
G-Unit.
Well, when you said dream, unit, team?
Woo,
That is
got
correct. Wow.
Oh, now you want to get
Off
Dream.
the top rope.
Well
Now you
done.
want to get Dream.
By the way.
Well done.
Team is hard.
That was hard.
See,
And
I know,
he got that on a team
yeah,
effort.
what do you?
Yeah.
Ooh,
It was a
Monty.
team effort.
Look at that. YouTube. Oh, she's great. Monty. Oh, wow. Look,
Oh,
she's a
hard
genius.
eye emojis.
She's a genius.
Monty needs to be the one to
She
officiate.
should be doing it.
Really comment.
Kick Rob G off.
Yeah.
Where's the Bolaños cam?
Hey, the
The
Bolaños
Bolaños
cam is
cam.
crazy.
We need to have
The
that.
Bolaños Brigade.
Yes.
Hey, look,
Stop
look, there it is,
it.
guys. The laugh.
Oh, God.
Monty's men on YouTube.
Stop.
That's so crazy.
I'm taken.
Stop it. That's crazy.
Stop it.
Can't give the illusion up, Alex. Can't get the illusion up.
All right, well,
Gotta
come
keep
on.
hope alive.
The narrative that Monty only likes black guys on YouTube is great.
Oh,
that's my
that
favorite
is
one.
Stop it.
Where do we get that
Wait,
from?
that was an
I
interception?
have no idea.
Another one?
Oh, Aaron Rodgers going
Oh,
crazy.
Yes, I
Ron.
can't.
Ron. All right, level number 4. Whose turn is it? Rob's
Oh,
turn.
the ref going at
Somebody
Aaron.
should
What
tell
is he
Aaron
saying to him? Oh,
Rob. Aaron Rodgers is the oldest active player in the NFL. In fact, he was taken in the same draft as former number 1 overall pick Alex Blank in the same draft. And that guy retired 5 years ago.
Is it me?
Yeah, you go.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Alex, here we go.
Hi.
It's a rough week to say Aaron Rodgers for MVP, and let me just say.
Yeah, I'm sitting here lying. You letting the Bengals look like the Ravens. The Bengals look like the Ravens.
Is the game over yet?
2 picks in the first
Two
half.
picks to the
Did you
Bengals.
see the
Is,
second pick?
I did.
Okay.
that was a
Sports
remarkable
got a
play.
short menu, Rob.
Is that who did he know
Picks
that?
and passes.
Come on, he just
Oh,
took
God.
he took that from the receiver. Come on, that ain't no
Maybe his
pick.
glaucoma's acting
Yo,
up.
Stop it.
yo, he better not lose the Senior Citizen Bowl and throw like 3-4 interceptions.
He
I'm gonna have a
can't see
field
us.
day
Or he
tomorrow.
might come back in the second half.
He better. No, he
play
better.
And I'm an Aaron Rodgers guy, but this is great.
The Bengals out here looking like the Bucks right now.
They really
Oh my gosh,
are.
Flacco.
Seriously.
All right, Rob, back to you.
All right, here we go. Alex, real quick.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Maybe he just thinks the players are the half field.
Bernie Fratto warming up.
Stop it. We're really late. Okay. All right, here we go. Wesson.
Who?
I'm sorry.
Wesson.
When?
Wait, what word? Like West End? West End girls?
Why?
That is incorrect.
I didn't answer.
Rob.
Oh, okay, my
Wait,
bad.
that
my
wasn't
bad.
it?
That wasn't your answer. Okay.
Oh,
well, now you
fine,
know that's
then.
not the answer, but
Yeah, that is cheating. But
I said Wesson.
oh,
What'd you say?
Wesson.
okay. How many?
Wesson? Is that a word?
like the corner of Normandy and Wesson.
Hey
Give me
yo,
the question again.
Aaron Rodgers was taken in the same draft as the former number 1 overall pick Alex
that's
Blank, and that guy retired 5 years ago.
oh, no, that was funny.
Oh, are you saying Smith and Wesson?
That's right.
There you go. Rob Parker!
Wow.
It only took 3 minutes.
Yeah, it took a minute.
Roger Goodell, I do need you to throw some flags.
Did I win?
Wait, did he win?
No, it's tied. But Rob,
You win. Rob, you win. It's your show.
I was so behind and for me to come back where I wasn't even paying attention.
Hey, Monty, I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to argue. He having a rough day with Aaron Rodgers looking bad, the Dodgers winning. I'm going to let him have that one.
Let him have it.
Yeah, okay.
All right, we got last call, 877-9905. 877-9905.
He's trusting the Bengals defense in the second half. I got you.
Wow. The way they looking in this first half. Is it the Bucks? 877-9905's last call. Hit us up. Mad at? Who would you try to warn?
No, I tried to warn you about Justin Fields. You're the biggest Justin Fields apologist going, and I tried to tell you, dude, this is his third team in 3 years. Okay, he could have gone back to Pittsburgh, but he had to actually compete for his job, and he didn't want to compete. How's a 25-year-old guy not wanting to compete against Aaron Rodgers or whoever else they brought along? Like, that bothers me. I'm
not mad at that.
That bothers me. Why wouldn't you want to compete if you're that dude? And then yesterday in London, people should have asked for their money back. 45 yards passing, sacked 9 times. Get rid of the damn ball. And -10 net yards. -10 for the Jets yesterday. Dude, Aaron Glenn, is this on? Stop protecting this dude. Save your team and your job. Tyrod Taylor's right there. Put him in. Get some stability. Who do they play? They play like a weak team this week, right?
Pull it up.
They play a weak opponent. They better get a win. What are you doing? Stop making excuses.
Panthers. Yeah, they play the Panthers.
If you don't beat the Panthers and Bengals, put Tyrod Taylor. Get some stability. Win back some of your players. Did you see when they didn't go for it? Aaron Glenn didn't go for it at the end of the half?
Yeah, that was bad. Because your team is fighting to win, just scrapping and crawling to win games. Because to finally win a game would, build some morale. Okay, we got to win. And not to mention, your defense was doing all right in the sense that the Broncos they should have blown you out, but they didn't. And for you to not go for points, for you to be playing conservatively was awful. Here's my thing.
Give me on Justin Fields. Seriously, where are you?
Listen. My thing with Justin Fields was last year that 4-2, 10 touchdowns, 1 interception. I was saying if I'm the Steelers, and I still stand by that, let's just see what we got. Like, what Russell Wilson is exactly last year, what he was at the beginning of this year. Like, I just wanted to see what he was with the Steelers. That's all my point was. If you're the Steelers, let's just keep rolling this thing. We're 4-2. He's not hurting us. He's not Dan Marino in us, but let's just see what that was. That's all. Justin Fields, I'm not acting like he's the return of Joe Montana or Patrick Mahomes or something. My thing was, I know what Russell Wilson is. Same thing I said with Joe Flacco. It's not that I know what they are. They're capable guys. They're pros. They both won Super Bowls. I just want to find my guy. Can I find my Drake May, my Bo Nix, my fill in the blank?
But maybe people realize, and that's why the Steelers were ready to move off of him, because if at 4-2, you could have said, oh, no. But when they did a deep dive into stats and whatnot, they were way down in the passing stats.
No, for sure. Look, you're not going to light it up you're not going to light up the offense. You have to go, 7 years ago, John Harbaugh and the whole Ravens, and adopt what this guy is. Like, you would have to say, this is exactly what he is. This is what we're going to do. Not, this is what the league is. This is how you normally do it. I'm offensive court. You have to say, this is his strengths. These are his strengths, and we're going to set him up for that. And you can't go, we're going to drop back 35, 40 times with Justin Fields. You've lost the minute that was your game plan. And to your point, we've talked about it before a couple times. Pre him getting stabbed in the chest, Tyrod Taylor was going to have a chance to be he sucks now when I say this, a Geno Smith Baker, just like Sando, like get some, all of a sudden I'm starting and I end up having a solid second half of my career. Tyrod Taylor was on that trajectory. But then my man punctured his lung, and he hasn't been the same since. But my point is Tyrod Taylor is capable of getting you a couple of 2-3 wins here to build the morale of your team.
You need to win some games. You cannot – as bad as the Jets have been, okay, the last time they won a Super Bowl, Moby Dick was indeed a guppy, right? They won in 1969, the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And my point, Super Bowl III. But my point is, you just can't. This is their worst start. For a new coach to be 0-6, and the type of games and losses, it's really, really bad. And at some point, you need to stabilize your locker room, man. Guys are going, what? What are we doing here?
You're getting reports that guys are starting to be like, hey, man, he ain't it. And here's what's the challenge for them.
Is that what
that was, I'll pull it up for you just a bit. But the challenge.
But that's what's going to happen when a guy's not producing and they see the numbers. They could like a guy, right? He's cool. Hey, there's more stuff important in life. And at the end of the day, we're blessed and all that. That sounds good. This is a football game. We need you for the 60 minutes. That's what we need. After you and your private life and your family, that's all. We all have families. We all want to live a nice life. We all want to be blessed. Can you throw the ball downfield? Can you make a completion?
Yeah. Parker and Kelvin.
And you're always glad you came.
Kelvin Washington. We are the odd couple.
People all the same. Everybody knows your name.
Rob Sterling Jr.
People are all the same. Where everybody knows your name.
It's the odd couple. That's really funny. Yeah. The odd couple.
Bengals just got a field goal 17-10 at the half.
Some beef. Everybody going at the refs today. Let's get into it. It is, of course, the odd couple, Rob and Kelvin on the TV thing. So on Thursday, for over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, for what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free. Backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com. It is the way tire buying should be. Right now, it's time for Last Call.
This is the Last Call.
Last Call.
It's Last Call. Last Call time on the Odd
Couple. My bad, one DJ on you. Who we got?
Chili Tim in Atlanta. You are the last call here on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Chili?
What's up, fellas? I'm going to try to give a history lesson in 1 minute. So what the WNBA need to do, they need to be students off the court. Go back, 1979, Indiana State, Michigan State. The country was divided then just like it is now. Let's face it. It is sort of a black-white thing. We all know it. So what did the NBA take it? They said, hey, we can ride this all the way up until the McDonald's commercial. It was so big between those two. When the Dodgers and the Red Sox was in the World Series, they came back and made commercials. So I'm saying use this, make the money off of it, and milk it for what it is. It's what the people want, so use it. Use both of them, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, and everybody can get rich. Have a good night, fellas.
No doubt. Appreciate it. I mean, not only just Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, but just like thrive, like stop. You got to find commonality, stop beefing, and you know what I mean? Like, if you want to make this grow, they need to get together and get it together.
Can you imagine being a Mariners fan at the ballpark?
No, they're shooketh right now.
They win the first two games in Toronto. What they scored 9 or 10 runs in game. Was it 10 runs in game 2? Looked like okay. Come
Feeling
back to
good.
Seattle.
They started to buy some tickets, considering.
And they were up 2-0 in game 3. And since then, It's been all, and it's 5-1, and we're only in the fourth. Did he hit a home run?
No,
I was gonna say,
that's
my
how strong
God.
he is. That was he didn't even swing full, and Dagner went to the track. Vlad Guerrero Jr.
But it's 5-1, bottom of the fourth.
Mariners
in
only
Seattle.
with one hit too.
And that was that home run.
Yep,
unbelievable by Josh Naylor. So they're scuffling. And
aside from how great the Dodgers starters have been, one of the things we talked about is, these teams are going to fight. These teams aren't just going to fold. They didn't get to this position for nothing. So we've been seeing that throughout the playoffs, and the Blue Jays no exception. They're like, hey, don't forget about us.
See, the only advantage if you're Seattle that you have is it's 3 games in a row in Seattle, right? It's 2-3-2. So, your goal obviously is to finish it, win 2 games at home. But you still only need to win 1, and then you could still have a chance to win it. Do you know what I mean? Because you stole those 2 games in Toronto, but you can't.
You can't lose all 3.
You can't lose all 3.
You can't lose all 3.
No.
You know what? What changed it for the NBA? That Pistons-Lakers series. When it was the format 2-3-2.
Right.
They were like, no, we can't be having that. The Pistons stole game 1. Kobe hit that game-tying 3 and ended up eventually in overtime winning game 2. And they had 3 in Detroit, and Detroit just smoked them.
I remember. I think I told you the story before. And they were like, no, we ain't doing that again. The reporters, I remember J.A. Dondi was a columnist at the L.A. Times. Oh, yeah, well, we'll be heading back to L.A. What just couldn't have been more confident, especially after, they lost game 2, right? And I would go, every night, we having dinner before the game, and J.A. would go, oh, yeah, well, the Pistons won game 3. The Lakers will win game 4. And
we'll be back in L.A.
Then they won. Well, they'll win game 5, and then we'll – just I was like, what? Okay.
Yeah, listen, that was a whooping. Because if I told you had Shaq and Kobe on the same team –
it was a sweep, to be honest. Other than that Kobe 3.
Game time 3. Yeah, if I told you had Shaq and Kobe on the same team, and this was prime Kobe too, still young. It wasn't he was old.
And they added
Carl and Gary.
Yes.
And there's games where they scored I think 60-something, 70 point in the finals game. They were struggling to get to 80. That was a straight up whooping though. Enjoy the second half of the Senior Citizen Bowl, the Icy Hot Bowl. We'll have that coming up in just a little bit as well. We'll be right back out on the funky freestyle, funky flashback Friday. Well, this one's freestyle Friday.
The Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon is coming up next.
I never miss your radio show. I never hear it, so I never miss it.
Did you hear that?